No. Today. Alright, off we go. Final episode of Life is Strange. Blind. I scheduled this for Monday this week because my wife has been playing it. She just binged episodes 1 through 3 yesterday, and I wanted to beat it so she could actually keep playing. Whoa. Hey, Heaton. Sir,
what did you find? Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it. We can't trust anybody. Except each other.
You know more about her than me.
No. You and Chloe think you know more than anybody. Like all teenagers.
They keep changing the format on that banner.
What are you doing in my door?
She really digs it so far, Chaos.
So fucking dead.
She saved Kate, which I did not.
I know he has something to do with Rachel missing. Kate wasn't the first. All those
well, I mean, I'm gonna sit and watch her play at Sornus.
What are you doing here, Max?
Victoria has to be next.
What a lame gimmick.
Rachel, why is he putting her in the ground like that? Where?
The junkyard. Max, we have to find that
So,
spot.
watching Andrea play it has been kind of interesting after beating episode 4. There are so many plants about Mr. Jefferson. The very first thing he says in his lecture is about, like, getting someone in a dark room and capturing them in a corner in a moment of desperation. There's another bit where he like has to take a phone call, and Andrea was super suspicious of him. So just sat in the hallway and eavesdropped on his phone call, and he sounds hella suspicious during it.
Oh no, Chloe! Look how? What the fuck?
Game audio shouldn't have changed at all? Question mark. I'll take a look in a second. I haven't changed any settings, at least. Cool, Sornus, no worries. Maybe it's just that the, like, intro cutscene is quieter. Yeah, that's super weird. I have changed nothing about audio settings, so I'll take a look at it. Once I have a chance to pause, I'll see if I can crank it a little bit. Ah, very good. That would make more sense. I was not expecting the story to go the serial killer route in like the first 4, well, until partway through episode 4. Even though they were dropping hints at it, so I wasn't really looking for that sort of thing. Kate was talking about being in a white room. I'm mucking the volume settings real quick here, guys. Kate was talking about being in a white room that looked like a doctor's office, so this must have been where she had been taken before. After the party. Yeah, right? They managed to get me on that the tone didn't really feel like they were going that direction.
It's a dark room.
I don't have any new text, do I?
Is anybody out there?
Makes sense.
Please, help! Help! Somebody help me!
straps hurt. Of course. And right in front of me.
Gross.
God, I don't remember anything that happened. Oh shit, that's me. He took that shot last night.
She's really good at seeing. I can't even make out that picture. There's also a throwaway line from Chloe about getting shot in the holy shit. I just noticed that.
Shit. Jefferson kidnaps Victoria too.
I was like, what's Game Sauce for talking about
This is
Victoria?
so bad. Victoria. Wake up.
We tried to warn her.
Wake up.
Right foot. Nice.
Finally, I'm free. Almost.
Alright, so what can I use? Let's try pulling the trolley over here. If we screw up, we can always rewind, presumably.
I hate looking at myself like that. You'll pay for this, Jefferson.
Gross. Can I use the syringe?
I don't remember anything that happened.
Oh, can I
promised
use the
would
photo to
never
go
in
back?
time like this again.
Oh, cool. That's
This
a
is
nice
the only
twist.
way.
Oh, that's great. Oh, Max.
Ooh. Can we not?
This angle highlights your purity, see? The slightly unconscious model is often the most open and honest. No vanity or posing, just pure expression. Oh, Christ. Look at that perfect face.
Hold that stare there! Stay still!
I like that twist. Off screen, she's like, I promised myself I wouldn't go back like
Max,
this.
you fucked up my shot!
But please don't worry. We have all the time in the world. For now, I knew you were special the second I saw your first.
That's why he kept
selfie.
bugging us for
Yes.
an entry.
I still hate that word. But I love the purity of your own image. Not like Rachel, who was always looking in the wrong places. Poor Rachel. Wait. Let me try this angle.
Don't move!
This is so super gross.
Much better. Thanks, Max. If only Nathan could see
Sure,
this
fuck
setup.
me.
He tried so hard. But you can't just throw a few subjects around and expect a cohesive style or theme. But he had an eye for shadows, and an eye for a whole lot more, as his elite family will find out, along
It
with
is a dumb
Arcadia
word.
Bay. Nice. Good. Oh, those eyes.
Hey, there is a message from
It's
Twitch
too
support.
bad you're so goddamn nosy, Max.
But this room is under 24/7 surveillance, so all I had to do was text you from Nathan's phone. And you fell right into my hands. You really should have focused on schoolwork, not private detecting with your little friend.
Chloe.
She's no more.
Chloe. Right. Yeah, I'm sorry that that Nathan killed her in self-defense.
Oh, really?
But she had a
That was
troubled
when he
history,
shot.
like most Arcadia Bay dropouts. Nobody will be surprised or care. Though I promise, people will care when you die tonight, Max. I wasn't lying when I said you have a gift. Okay. Now this looks good. Maybe a few more close-ups.
His delivery is pretty different from how he was talking when he was in class.
Max?
He's pontificating a
Please
bit too
do
much,
not
too.
Move so much. I need you posed and framed my way. Maybe a new dose will calm you down.
No.
Don't think I'm actually in control at all right now, but I can't tell.
Now
So we're
don't
gonna have to
move
try
or this
rewinding.
will hurt much.
Right, Ludiflex.
Stupid bitch! You just don't listen, do you? In fact, you never did hear
Yeah,
much in
I
my
hate
class.
American
If you
Horror
had,
Story.
You might have
It's
seen
one of my
all
least
this
favorite
coming.
TV shows.
God damn, you are a fighter, though. I've had my eye on you, and I've noticed that you've been more fearless this week than maybe your whole life.
Let's try really hard not to talk about like TV shows and movies.
Remember my number one rule.
Try not to spoil
Always
things
take the
for
shot.
folks in chat who haven't seen it. Suppose that's true, Propagable. Wow, so that was just watching that segment. As far as I could tell, I didn't have any control over any of that. It was a cutscene. So what is that going to change?
Oh, Jesus. I can't believe that happened. So sick.
Are we going to do that a bunch of times? Dude, weird. This we still the thing was the main thing we changed.
Whoa. I'm definitely more awake in this photo. I could try this one.
That's kind of cool. I like
I'd
that.
really like to smash that fancy camera into Jefferson's face.
Again, they did a good plant with this whole mechanic at the end
Jefferson
of
couldn't handle
episode 3.
stains on his photos. Good. Now I can use them.
See how we're
This
doing
might
this time.
work. Please work.
Practice my focusing mechanic.
Wise yet so innocent.
I'm getting some spectacular
Really like the
images here, Max. Yes,
Photo
Victoria would
development
kill
error
to be
thing
in
on the
your
edges
place,
of your
but
vision. It's
she doesn't
overexposed or
understand
underexposed.
our connection. You're the winner, Max. I choose you. Your portrait.
I'm a Pokemon.
Fuck you. You're trying too hard. I know you're scared. You all have the same doe-eyed look when you wake up here. Replaced by fear as you realize what's about to happen.
Mr. Jefferson, why are you doing this?
Oh, Max.
It's interesting
I'm so
that
glad you asked that question.
we saw that news article before that
Simply
had
put,
only like one person
I'm
missing in the
obsessed
last
with the
12
idea
years,
of
which I
capturing that
remember.
moment. Innocence evolves.
So I wonder where he gets the
Approach
rest of his victims. It
that
can't just be in
shift from
Arcadia
black
Bay.
to white to gray and beyond. Most models are cynical. They lose that naivete. However, some Blackwell students carry their hope and optimism with them like an aura. And those lucky few become my models. My subjects.
Yes, you're a psychopath. And this is your last session.
Au contraire, Max. I'm so sane that nobody knows what's happening to you right now. As you can see, Sleeping Beauty here is too harsh for my gentle legs.
Oh yeah, he is new to
And
Blackwell,
don't
isn't
get
he,
me
Leon? I
started
think you're right.
on your late partner. I had enough of those faux punk sluts in my Seattle days.
You killed Chloe. You murdered my best friend.
Yeah, that makes
She had
sense.
a loaded weapon. This was clearly self-defense, but that's what happens when you play with guns. Or try to fuck with me. It's better when they don't know. Like pure, sweet.
Yeah, I wonder how often he's moving around.
Blah, blah, blah. God, I hate your voice now.
You might as well savor it, considering it's the last you'll hear. Oh.
Being psychopath
That struck
doesn't mean
a
you're
nerve.
insane, right?
Your face changed color. Beautiful.
You will not get away with this. I want you to know that.
Too bad you already made a convincing argument against Nathan in the principal's office. Thank you so much for setting him up for me. I do know that the Prescotts are
clever.
going to have a major scandal when the
So interesting
town
how he got
finds out what
control
their
of this
elite son
place.
has been
Unless
doing
if
for homework.
he built it himself and then put all the stuff in here to frame Nathan the whole time. I thought maybe he was connected to the Prescotts. Well, we know that he was here and he's worked with Jefferson in some way.
You used Nathan.
I prefer the term manipulated. Like with an image. Nathan's was easy to twist
Dude, those
around.
are basically
I became a
synonyms.
sort of father figure for Nathan. It happens often in teacher-student relationships. It was kind of touching for a while.
Did you tell him everything about your plans at Blackwell?
Don't be stupid, Max. I told him what he needed to hear. In return, I had access
Okay, there we
to
go.
the
That's how we
Prescott
got the
fortune.
visual
Who do you
displays.
think paid for this glorious darkroom?
Well, I know. I saw the billing
How
everywhere.
else could I get all these hip new drugs for my subjects?
Rachel Amber was your victim, not your subject.
Rachel Amber. That's the real tragedy.
Alright, so this isn't, like, really negatively coloring my opinion of Life is Strange. I still think this is one of the best games I've ever played, but I will say that, like, the dialogue with him in these sequences is super on the nose. Like, I'm surprised that in a game that's been so good about show don't tell, I guess there's less they could do with show don't tell at this point, right? They've been holding back, so they need to tell us everything that he's been planning so we can connect the dots from the earlier episodes. But I'm excited to see if they move away from this or if they're going to have a lot of Jefferson monologuing at us going forward.
Nathan thought he could be an artist like me. Instead, the dumbass gave her an overdose.
Okay.
Why Rachel?
I don't have time to tell you everything. But she was special. A human chameleon, so many visual possibilities. We had a real connection.
Did she let you take pictures of her?
Rachel.
Yeah, I understand that as someone who's done like a D&D adventure that has a lot of like subtle build up and then has a big like exposition segment. I understand the terror of people not getting your whole story, but I definitely prefer the model where you keep it more vague and you let people theorize and discuss it and let people miss parts of it, you know? It's really hard as a creator. You want people to get everything, and hiding it is tough for you because you want them to understand where you're coming from and what your ideas were. So I get it. I'm not mad at Life is Strange. It's just like this is a pretty big narrative tone shift from the game up to this point, and maybe it's just that they didn't have a choice.
Was in love with me. That's not my ego. Just look at our sessions. Not that I'll let you. Nobody
Like that
loved
kind of
having
line.
their picture taken more. Anyway, Rachel is dead. But no tears. Los Angeles would have killed her anyway, so look at this as a favor.
You're evil.
Oh, I see. You're good because you stopped your friend from beating Nathan up.
I cared more about Nathan than you did.
No!
Hey, that was
You
consequences.
It's just too bad that he fell in lust with Rachel. He actually thought he could mimic what I do with the camera and subject, like father, but not like son.
Where is Nathan now?
Dead and buried. After what he did to Rachel, I knew I couldn't keep him as a protege for much longer.
Right on.
Now the police will never find his body. Do you finally get it now, Max? I can't compromise my vision with amateurs.
You are an amateur. Look at the trail of death you left behind.
Yeah, now I hear you, Prophet Gable. I feel like even then, though, there's a way to add that certainty to the story through art objects, documents you find, things like that. I don't know, maybe I just have a particular frustration with monologuing, because, I mean, having a document isn't all that different. It's just the fact that it's an optional thing that you can uncover rather than the game opening with, let me tell you my master evil plan, right?
You can't blame all this
So
on
I'm probably
Nathan.
being unfair to monologuing
I
as
don't
a
care what you do to me. You're gonna die, motherfucker.
device.
For Chloe and Rachel and everybody else.
I do love your spirit, Max, but you brought yourself here. By your own choice. Anyway, I like my models to be seen and not heard. So I have to make sure there's nothing left behind of you. Okay. Now, let's see how these shots came out. I can see why your instant camera is so appealing. You don't need a computer to print your work out.
Alright. Let's try to get a... We can't do anything just yet. Wait.
I have all those photos in my diary.
Oh, cool.
This could be a way out.
Oh.
Wait! Please, Mr. Jefferson.
Max, I would love to talk shop, but I really need to go over these pictures.
How many places they can let me go
Especially
back to, I
while they're
wonder?
fresh in my mind. I think our session was a career high for me.
You still have my diary.
I guess I could have interrupted
Don't
him a couple
worry.
different ways.
Nobody's going to read it. Thanks for reminding me. There's nothing more innocent than a teenager's diary. Oh, look at your selfies.
Yeah, let me see him. Let me see my
What
selfies.
a
Can I see my
waste of
selfies?
talent. Look at that shot, Max. You can do so much better.
Thanks, dog. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Really gonna fuck up the timeline here. We're gonna go back many, many times. Over and over and
Oh
over.
my god. I could go all the way back to the moment this all started.
That's pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting him to do that.
This could be your chance to fix everything.
Now we're probably not doing it for
For
Halloween.
good.
Is purity personified.
Kids don't come trick or treat at our apartment complex, it looks like.
I could frame any one of you in a dark corner
Yeah, it's clever
and
being
capture you in
saucer.
a moment of desperation. Shh. I believe Max has taken
Yeah,
what
there it
kids
is.
call
Dark
a
corner moment of
selfie.
desperation.
A dumb
I'm
word
back.
for a wonderful photographic treat.
Right back where I started this insane week. And nobody is going to hurt Chloe ever again.
That's a cool
Has been
twist.
popular since
I
the
figured
early
we were gonna do
1800s.
something like that.
Your
but
generation was not the first.
I think
to
we
use
have to
images
let
for
Chloe die
selfie
here. I don't
expression.
know how everything else will play out though.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Yeah,
The
I
point
noticed that when
remains
I
that the
was
portraiture
watching
has
Andrea
always
play
been a
with
vital
effects.
aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around.
You
Now,
can
Max, since
fulfill
you've
that
captured our
imagination bucket
interest
if
and
you watch
clearly
the
wanna join
Amnesia stream from
conversation,
last
can
year.
you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Who cares? This class is hella bullshit.
I'll pretend you didn't say that and let you try to answer one more.
Sorry, there's no time left. I mean, your class is almost over.
Oh. Well, thanks for the warning, Max. So, the Daguerrean process made portraiture quite popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear defined features. You can learn more when you finish reading the assigned chapters. Clearly, Max doesn't have the time.
Nope.
And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes
Time to change time.
Time to change
where you'll be
time.
feted by the
First,
artwork.
let's make it real easy to capture Mark Jefferson.
And Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
It's a great way to do
Bastard.
bookends here.
I have to warn David about Jefferson and the dark room.
Okay. I wonder if this is going to be a... Well, I don't think it's a closed time loop. We've established that we can actually go jump to different world lines, but it would be cool if David doing that research the whole time... I'm pretty sure that's been a red herring the whole time, right? Like, I've never suspected David of actually being bad, but I think he's been doing research, like hassling Kate and looking for Rachel Amber because he's been doing a parallel investigation without the access to time travel, right?
Did you know someday your pictures would actually alter time and space? All I need is David's number, and Jefferson is one text closer to life without parole. I should be able to track down David's number from the school pamphlet.
Cool. Mark Jefferson. After blazing a trail in the world of 1990s style and fashion photography, Mark Jefferson always knew he wanted to share his vision and inspire others. In the late 2000s, he took a well-publicized detour into teaching around the country. Okay, so he has been traveling everywhere around the country, murdering people. Great. And inevitably ending up in a permanent position at Blackwell Academy. Mr. Jefferson's classes on art and photography are some of the most popular in the school's rich history. And students certainly go on to inspire each other.
Found you.
Wisdom. 630-8243. Awesome, guys.
For once, David, I'm praying you'll overreact to this as much as everything else. And take Jefferson down fast.
I like that it's just a text, right?
You wanted me to enter the contest, asshole.
I think he's had that message from the
So
beginning.
maybe
I'm
I'll be
curious.
going to San Francisco. And Jefferson, you'll be going to prison. The past within the past. Am I pushing myself too hard?
100% you are. This is not going to work out super well for you.
Hi, Kate.
Oh. Hey, Max.
Kate, listen to me.
I am.
Always remember that you're not alone. I've got your back no matter what happens. So do a lot of other people. We all care. We're all here for you. You need to know that.
Max, that makes me feel
Yeah,
so
aside
blessed
from
for
being a
the first
psychopath.
time this week. I don't know what to say.
That's okay. Neither do I. Maybe we could both use a hug.
Don't think this is an account as actually saving her. I still fucked
Thanks.
that up pretty bad.
You always know the right thing to do.
That's me. I always remember that your mom loves you. Oh, Andrea got that right immediately. She didn't even think about it. I would have gotten the
This is
Bible
the
verse
last
question
time
after
somebody
that film.
bullies you, Kate.
Always remember.
Oh, Rachel.
Billions of videos on the internet.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's okay. We could have gone back to save Rachel, but screw that noise.
I'm happy to fix it, so you'll be here to get your fancy camera, Victoria.
Look how they kept a lot of the things to interact with in here.
Victoria.
It's nice.
It's nice to know how you really feel.
Trying to bust out my posy. Why did I give up the word for the image? Because I suck, but Mark Jefferson rules. Everyone here loves him. Who seems to care about Max? I want to hate her, but she wouldn't care. Envy is a sin, Victoria, and get over it yourself.
Not impressed anymore. If only I could tell the whole class about Jefferson and watch him squirm.
I suppose you could and just like
I'd better
continually
let David
rewind
take
through it.
care. The 90s are over for you, asshole.
Scrunge dead?
Mr. Jefferson? We need to talk.
Can you see I'm talking to Mr. Jefferson now?
Yes, I see.
Beat
But
it.
maybe you shouldn't.
And why not?
Hold on, Victoria. Are you okay, Max?
I will be when Victoria understands that hiding behind a screen, posting videos of people is
Namaku, can you,
incredibly
by the way,
cruel and unfair.
update vote.marstead.com? You should have access now. Go to the subblock tab. You can put a game in your schedule preferences in there. You'll probably get drawn, not for next week, but the week after that.
You're smart enough to know how easy it is to hurt somebody, to destroy their life. I just want you to think about how much it would hurt if somebody did that to you.
It would be a super
You can always make the right choice, Victoria. I know you've got a good heart. I've seen it.
Listen,
Max had best
I didn't-
sacrifice
You
herself
don't
at
have
the
to
end of all
explain.
this. I think she's
There's no
going
reason
to.
for you to be so insecure that you can't be happy with
Yeah,
your
no
own
worries, man.
talent. Wouldn't it be better to lift people up than to bring them down? You could inspire people.
okay, I don't know what you're talking about now. Do I, Mr. Jefferson?
I think I should stay out of this one, Victoria.
Then I guess I'm done talking.
And that's okay too.
That was kind of random, Max. What did you mean?
Here's my photograph for the Everyday Heroes contest.
Oh, that was easy.
No. It wasn't easy at all.
Well, I can't
Propaganda.
prejudge yet, but I'm very happy you decided to enter. That means a lot to me. And Blackwell. The first step for any artist is to put themselves out there in the world without fear.
John Lennon.
To be innocent.
Or guilty.
Well,
No, that's the
thanks
living.
for the
What
photo.
happens in between, blah blah.
Maybe both of us will be jet-setting to San Francisco this Friday.
Or maybe only one of us will be going.
Oh, it
Don't
is
be so
Friday.
modest, Max. Anything can happen in a week.
As you're going to find out, Mr. Jefferson.
Interesting. Interesting. I hope it's a closed time loop and that had already happened in our main timeline. Okay, so that didn't change. I appreciate this. This is a really cool way to demonstrate what's different and what isn't. Ha. Really? Wow, that was... something else is going to happen here. Because we still have to have the apocalypse here. So are we implying that in this universe he... killed Kate? No, something else happened there. That's right, that's the photo she tore up. That's a nice twist. Yeah, I think that's fair, Leon. She doesn't have reason to be logical or reasonable here. Cool.
Whoa.
On the flight.
Okay. You're okay, Max. You're safe.
Except now we've got the
On a plane.
overexposed effect, so something bad's happening. With
I
the
hope
principal.
I did everything right this time.
Don't think you did, huh? I guess the Kate thing disappearing was just showing
Good
us
work, David.
Rachel's corpse being discovered. They weren't necessarily connected.
Chloe,
Just the start of your career.
you're alive.
Right, so Chloe doesn't know she's got time travel in this universe.
I did it. I fixed everything.
Nope, you sure
Wowzer.
didn't. Spectre Gadget. You still time traveled a bunch and fucked up the timeline, so there's going to continue to be apocalyptic events.
It's so weird to be in between realities. Everything is out of focus and in the distance.
You can see that white effect everywhere. That's what they're getting at.
I have to admit, I love being called an artist. It's the beginning of the end for Jefferson and the Prescotts.
Two Moon Diner? Amidst all the environmental chaos in Arcadia Bay, such as the unseasonal snowfall and beached whales, okay, that still happened, of course. Some residents reported seeing two full moons last night around 8 p.m. Witnesses claimed that double moons were clear in the night sky until clouds covered them up shortly after they appeared. No cell phone or video footage has surfaced yet, which has led meteorologists to believe that imaginations are in overdrive due to the recent eco-havoc. Acting on a series of tips from David Madsen, head of security at Blackwell, police officers descended Tuesday on a bizarre underground chamber allegedly used by teacher Mark Jefferson and student Nathan Prescott to drug, kidnap, and photograph young women. I'm really glad that he just believed it and followed up on it. They've spent the whole first 5 episodes setting him up as the kind of guy that would do that, you know? Though there were no other signs of physical or sexual assault on the victims, the disturbing revelations have sent shockwaves to the tranquil city of Arcadia Bay. Really? I could have sworn he sexually assaulted all of them, but maybe they're just leaving that out. Even Sean Prescott, the most powerful businessman in the area, is under investigation for his role as owner of the farmhouse where the high-tech darkroom studio was located. This is a short game, so whatever game wins in the short category.
Aw, I haven't seen Hot Dog Man in forever.
I'll run
Chloe and I
until
used to
midnight
totally play the
Pacific
video
tonight.
game and watch him all the time. When we were innocent.
There will be a long game auction, depending on what game
We're
wins.
almost
If
in
it's
San
Shovel
Francisco.
Knight, no.
I'm so stressed, but
Right, Leon?
I'm so excited too.
Fasten your seat and stow any electronic gear until the plane is on the ground and at the gate. Thank you. We're starting our descent in a few minutes. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco with clear skies and cool 60 degrees. We hope you enjoyed your trip, and we thank you very much for choosing Pacific West Air. Come fly with us anytime.
I don't think so. I'm hoping
So sleepy.
these airline seats get smaller so I won't have to fly at all anymore.
Well, what the hell, Principal Wells? There are 3 seats here. Sit, leave an empty space.
I bet this is a
Dude.
nice break for Principal Wells.
How did you sleep?
Hope I wasn't snoring out loud, Max.
Just a bit.
It's been a tough week at Blackwell. So I hope you'll forgive me. Between Mr. Jefferson and Prescott's, things have been hectic, to say the least.
I totally get
Some
it,
way to put
Principal
it.
Wells.
Yeah, right, Namaku.
That's a smart way of telling me to stop whining. We are proud of you for representing Blackwell at the Everyday Heroes contest. I know I'm not exactly the guy you wanted in San Francisco, but we all want you to have a great experience here.
Those doors close. Hell no, it's
We're
not.
not even there.
Oh,
Christ.
shit.
Another nosebleed?
Get used to it.
Max,
About to be
you're
a
not
nosebleed
just
fountain.
screwing around with time.
I know, right, He-10? There's a rule. Go as far as you can from anyone currently using it. If it's empty, use the one on the end. If the two on the edges are occupied, use the one in the middle, and so on. Always bisect. It's pretty cool. Bionic arm with the glass. Yeah, right, he did.
San Francisco is so cool. And this gallery is huge.
So is the buffet. If an event skimps on the food, you know it's a bad event.
As long as I don't have to eat any caviar.
Oh, life
This
is
your
pain.
Day, Max. You can do whatever you want. I hope you take advantage of your status and
hard
talk
to be
as
you.
many influential people here as possible. Work the room.
I don't know. I feel so weird.
Eye contact
I'm a
and
little
conversation,
kid
right?
hanging with
Hun?
adults.
Hey, how's it going?
After this week,
How's your Monday
you're
treating
certainly
you?
Not a little kid anymore. In fact, you're a noteworthy adult being honored by your peers. Now you have to start acting like the photographer you want to be. Hell, I wanted to be in charge of a big school someday. So I started taking charge of things when I was young. Ask my poor classmates. Max, I'm gonna eat up that caviar so you don't have to. Better get in there and start schmoozing. You know, I won't always be here to take charge. But you come talk to me whenever you want.
Come on, Max. After everything
Yeah, I
that's
usually go
happened,
for a stall
this
if
should
one's
be the
available.
least scary
Same
thing
thing.
you've ever done. Wowzer, Max. You did it.
Wowzers.
Somehow.
Somewhere on
Everything-
Max Caulfield,
There I
that
am,
is.
along with all the other winners. I should say artists instead.
So remember that the line in episode 3 where she calls some hat a phony? Andrea knows Catcher in the Rye way better than I do. And the hat that she says only a phony would wear that is the same hat that Holden wears in the books. As if her name wasn't enough of a Catcher in the Rye reference and her general,
The
like,
Zeitgeist Gallery does
angst
have a
about
cool history in Frisco. I mean,
her changing
San
and everything else
Francisco.
staying the same. They don't call it Frisco.
Why, good morning. You must be Max Caulfield. Congratulations for your Everyday Heroes photo. The exhibition is quite impressive, especially with your entry.
Thanks.
I need to drop some serious cash in there.
Give the gift of art. Donations go straight into community arts programs. I need to, but I won't. Andrea got really angry at, like,
Wowzer.
pedestrians bumping into her.
A Danny Lee article.
Oh, cool. Who's Danny Lee? Yes, I was born on a BART train, literally. It's a long, amazing story. I won't repeat here. Drinks are required for that one. Here's to Mom. That explained my obsessive love for the Bay Area and its outposts of artists and dissidents. Despite the rampant gentrification, artists and creators thrive regardless of socioeconomic pressures. That I disagree. Galleries such as the Zeitgeist and Milkovich Fashion have engaged the diverse community and practice what some patrons only preach. Socioeconomic economic pressures in the Bay Area
I wonder
are
how it
pretty
is
brutal.
to live in a submarine like that. The revolution will not be televised.
Life is wowzers.
I love how much cool art is going on all over the Bay Area.
Yeah, I definitely prefer Max to
Unlike
Holden,
Arcadia
that's for
Bay.
sure.
Some mysteries should stay that way.
All these leaflets.
How fun. Yes, Warren would definitely go ape over this show.
Christian Devin. It's a kinetic clip show and lecture showing how industrial apocalyptic paranoia led to the birth of dystopian cinema. From Metropolis, he Planet of the Apes to Blade Runner to the Hunger Games.
Holy shit, this flyer was designed just for Chloe. But what would I wear?
Samhain Druid Festival. Great. You know where Mr. Edagawa is. What is a hero? The Zeitgeist Gallery is proud to be a participant in the 2013 Everyday Heroes National Contest, a showcase for today's future stars of photography. The winners, chosen by prestigious teachers from art schools and programs across the nation. I like how it's funny that Jefferson's, winners selection still counts. Anyway, reveal imaginative skill and heartfelt awareness, which highlight the casual heroism of those who may never appear on the news or reality shows for unrecognized deeds to the community beyond. Celebrating each young artist and their work is as important as a celebration of our all too often invisible, everyday heroes.
I heard Mark Jefferson was supposed to be here tonight.
Not anymore.
That was so shocking. I have one of his monographs, too.
Hold on to it. His
Face
work
is
is gonna be
shocking.
worth serious cash.
Not my style, but the neon is a nice representation. Oh shit. Pretentious alert.
Oh, no problem, Nuaku. I'll figure it out and get it up tonight.
Are you Max Caulfield? Bravo on your entry. I'm the art critic for Iris N magazine, and we would love to include you in a piece about future trendsetters in photography. I'll send you the details this week, if that's okay.
No.
Congratulations for your piece.
Not okay. I'm busy.
How do these galleries afford to rent here?
These are cool pictures. I wonder if they took actual pictures for this and redid them in that Photoshop marker style, or if these are
It's kind of simple, but I find this haunting.
Right? The instant print makes it look timeless. Nostalgic melancholy. A
Who's
teenage
the
girl.
artist?
I think it's for some contest.
critics.
That's cool. Seems pretty mature.
It would be cool if they made them from whole cloth as well. Just thought of different things that might appear in an art gallery like this.
Oh, hey, you're the one who entered the self-portrait. Or actually, do you
Perfect
call it a
hipster
selfie?
beard, exactly,
Anyway,
sir.
I was very impressed about how you subverted it to make all of your photo subjects to focus. Oh, very smart.
Thanks.
Young and grunge. He'll think about those days for the rest of his life in
I
prison.
think I told you guys about the coolest art museum experience I have. I went to this when we were in Italy last year. We went to this exhibit. The museum in general was ultra pretentious, but we went to this exhibit that was just these golden boxes filled with dirt. It was huge. There were just tons of boxes, and they all had dirt in them. And they were made out of gold, and they were in different shapes and sizes, and often the dirt was spilling out onto the floor. And the trick to it is that when you exited the museum on the way out of that exhibit, there was a really wide but shallow dirt box that was on the ground that was blocking your access to leave the building. And there was a security guard there, and everyone would get there and ask the security guard, "Is it okay if I walk on this exhibit?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course. It's just dirt." I thought that was super clever, right? It's one of those. I got there and I was like, "I see what you did there. You made me question whether dirt is art or not."
I guess
Before I
have to
came
get
in, I
used
wouldn't
to
have
the
thought
idea
twice
of
about
fancy
it.
food I don't want to eat.
Yeah, I can see that's true. Actually, Brad
So,
Pitt.
how are you handling your new fame as a photographer?
I don't feel like a famous photographer yet.
Every journey starts with the first step. I'm only a Blackwell bureaucrat, not an artist.
Thanks,
But you've made
Principal
us
Wells.
proud with the great response to your work so far.
When I was born, my legs were just long enough to reach the ground.
I don't know. I'm just lucky. There's no way I'm a real photographer yet.
Don't sell yourself short, Max.
Maybe I feel guilty for celebrating.
Leave that to me. I should have been more proactive about Kate Marsh and her awful situation. She's strong, and I'm glad she made it out of that hell. should have put my foot down with Nathan Prescott. Or put
Who's
my
the
foot
voice
in
actor for
gas.
Principal Wells? Can someone look it up? I wanted to stay off of IMDb so as to avoid any spoilers.
It's not your fault. You didn't know what really happened.
I know, but that's not a good excuse for a principal. And Jefferson had such a
Gotta
great
love that
reputation.
imposter syndrome. They did a good job
Nobody
of
expected
recreating
him
that.
to be so disturbed. I couldn't believe the police found those sick photos in his dark room. Ah, those poor girls.
At least he's in jail along with Nathan for kidnapping and murder.
And Sean Prescott is now under serious investigation.
He sounds like
for
Keith
all his
David, but
years of corruption. Money and power can only protect you for so long.
maybe he's Keith David trying to do like a Pacific
The
Northwest
irony is
accent.
that for
Eric
once,
Morgan
Sean
Stewart.
Prescott actually had no clue what was going on with Jefferson.
Oh, he's
And
not
he
Keith David
even
then.
brought him to Blackwell.
Yeah, good looking outlet effects.
Now if we can just figure out what's going on with the weather,
There's that
maybe everything will
Unreal
be like
Engine
it was
arm
before.
cross.
Environmental science is above my pay grade, Max. But it sure would be nice to get back to Blackwell Academy the way it was before.
I'm hoping this is a fresh start, Principal Wells.
Like I said before, you're an adult now, Max. You can call me Ray. Oh, at least for this event. Now, if you'll excuse me, I hear the buffet calling me again.
The voice talent in this game is really, really good. Curious,
Sam
have they done
Ford makes me
localizations
think
of this
you
in
and
other
Chloe
languages? Like,
busted with that
is there a
wine.
version of this in like Japanese, for example?
I do not understand art.
I guess everybody is a photographer now.
Well, I have to say, this is the best everyday hero show I've seen since it began. All the pictures say a lot about our times.
That dude sounds like a California bro. I like them letting you just walk through the exhibit here. That's pretty great.
Excuse me, I just wanted to tell you how much I loved your photograph. I've seen a lot today, but there's something powerful and understated in yours.
Yeah, you need to be
I can't
signed
wait to see
in.
much more of your work in the future.
Click the link. If you have a problem with it, Namaku, just send me a Discord message or a Twitch message, whatever's convenient for you, with your schedule preferences Monday through Friday and what game you'd like to see, and I'll get you set up. No problem.
Hi, excuse me, you're Max Caulfield, right?
Yeah.
Only English audio?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Sorry to bother you, but my name is Danny Lee, and I'm with the Berkeley People's Herald. I edit their art section, and I totally dig your work. Now, I know the whole ironic selfie thing is kind of played out, but there's something timeless about your images, so I'd love to set up an appointment or interview with you when you get a chance. Here's my card. So great talking with you, Max.
You too, Danny.
Gotcha, cool. Wow, I'm surprised with it being a Square Enix published game that they haven't tried to get it into Japan with subtitles.
I wonder if I can buy these everyday heroes pictures.
Probably not.
Sorry, I don't know your name, but I saw your
God,
picture in the
I
gallery
love
brochure,
art.
and I just wanted to let you know how cool your entry was.
God, I love art.
This makes me feel so sad. Like I was back in high school.
Usually these kinds
Cyborg guy with a glass of water? Or I guess that's like a really big piece of chalk? Or like a cylindrical toy? I don't know, it's French, aren't they? They're an offshoot of Eidos after Square acquired them? Oh, you think they'd want that though? Like how Americans want Japanese shit? I don't know.
I can't believe I'm in San Francisco. How can I process this after all the death I've seen this week? I wish Chloe was here with me now. Without her, I couldn't have fought Jefferson. And she always pushed me to not be shy about my photos.
I'm curious what she ended up doing with Chloe in this universe.
With Rachel and Kate. But for whatever reason, I have this power.
Oh, they got Square to publish for them. I thought that was part of them being acquired. Right on. Sure. Whoa, got a bunch of text messages to catch up on. Alright. Warren. Jefferson, what the fuck? Insane, right? Did you ever suspect him? Of what? You seem like a cool teacher. I thought you kind of crushed on him. Sorry. Meyer doesn't work on anymore. Fuck him, he's history. Yes, he is. Do I have to make an appointment to see you now? Please, but yes, you do. Thanks, Warren. It feels weird. Blowing up with Chloe here. Wait. Guess I can use this to figure out how far back we're going, right? An emoji. Oh wait, okay, yeah, this is all new. Max, you there? What's going on? You okay? Crazy shit's going down. Step soldier called the cops and took off. He had his gun. That's crazy. Especially after hooking up with you again in that snow today. Everything's gonna be okay. We're together again. Insert insult here. Keep back when you hear anything. Your ass better be up if I am. Wakey wakey eggs and bakey. I mean wakey bakey. So what happened last night? Step SWAT got home last night all jacked up about one of his investigations. He might be right for a change. You're funny. So meet me at the Two Wheels as soon as possible. Okay, see you soon. Max, wish you had popped a cap in Frank's ass instead of giving him the gun. Okay, so we had still done that. Too late to rewind. Okay, so she still knows about our powers in this universe. I'm digging it so far, Plaster. I know what happened to Rachel. Come see me at the lighthouse when you get this. Please. Thank you for being with me yesterday. I keep trying to wake up like this is a nightmare while Rachel's here. Anybody? Sorry about everything. How do we get over shit like this? We live. Rachel would want you to have a great life. It's truly the best revenge. Be there for each other. You're a saint, man. So, yo, Mass Max, check this out. I had a little talk with Step Hero tonight. Since he busted Jefferson, he's a totally different person. He's been very cool and apologized for his behavior. Oh, cool. Now you're a family again. Woe down, sister. I did not cry in his arms, but he helped find Rachel and punish her killers. David obviously hella cares about my mom and probably me. Okay. There's no way we're going to continue to exist in this universe. Some of those hippies have homework. Hey, she's going to Bay City College. That's cool. Holy shit, you rule, Max. I'm so proud of my superstar. This is just the start of your career. And then Max comes back with no emoji at the end. Yeah, we're in a universe now where Max went back in time and on the first day of the first episode texted David Madsen, Chloe's stepdad, about Jefferson and the location of his secret bunker and everything. So she won the contest, she's in San Francisco, and she's getting really bad nosebleeds and shit's about to go down. My mom's melting your phone. You're an adult now, you can tell her. I will soon. Michael, honor student. Okay, that all still happened. Oh, she's freaking out about the art teacher. Too much to text, it's crazy, I'll call you later. So proud, thank you. And I was bleeding your photos. Of course you did, that's fine with that. Well. Yeah, I agree, Game Saucer. It's something that you can't do in film. Like, you can't... We talked about this before, but the ability to sit down and have the protagonist think and then sit there with some music and just have camera angles of the area that you're in. You can't really pause a movie and spend more or less time in a given area than the director wants you to. So I like that they underscore that in Life is Strange. Criterion just have an EA. I noticed this game was billed as Season 1 of Life is Strange. Is there any talk about them releasing a future season, maybe with different characters? Ooh, I think it would work well as an anthology. You know, new cheer for you. You're so awesome. I'm blushing. It's because you're on fire. Thanks. Hey, Kate's not dead. You want to get tea later, Gail? I'll be free after 4. Talk to you later. Thanks for helping me. No problem. That guy's an asshole. Okay, we still helped him in this universe. Thank you so much for talking to me today in class. Things have been hard this week, and you showed up at the right time like an angel. You're a great friend, and I'm so blessed. And don't you dare laugh. I wonder if you can, not talk to her there, and if she still kills herself, and just walk past her and go straight to Jefferson. Thank you for giving me such great advice about going to the police and telling them everything. So appreciate you standing by me. It keeps my faith. Okay, so we made sure to go out and talk to her. I can't believe Nathan and Jefferson were busted. Honestly, I'm in shock. If you go to the police now, give a full statement. I'm scared, but I want to make sure both of them are put away and never hurt anybody again. Heard you won the contest and it made me so happy. Your photos are so real and wonderful. It gives me hope you're going to be discovered now. Give me hope by being my friend. Aw. Expect a full report over high tea soon. That is a date. Interesting. Yeah. I wonder if they would just do a different game that doesn't even have the time travel mechanic, or find somebody else to give the power to. There's a lot of ways they could approach it. Seems like it stands well on its own. I would hope that if they did a Season 2 that it wouldn't be any of the same characters. I like the anthology approach when it
Hey,
works.
and there she is to save the day. Hi.
It really managed to execute on the
did it,
California
Max.
hipster look.
You're a
well.
real artist. At least for today.
That was a cool shot. Out she goes. At least for today, and only for today. I like how this is what could have been. The opening of this episode is the why doesn't she just?
We lost you there for a second. I'm okay.
Let's address the why doesn't she just.
Jet lag. High altitude.
Right, because if they had skipped to the part that they're going to do now without her going
ring
back and
off
just telling them, why didn't she just do that?
Oh, come on. Please answer.
Max, holy shit, man, your vision. It's true. You saw the tornado. It's coming.
What? Oh,
I'm a tornado, remember
Chloe,
me?
where are you?
I'm so fucking scared. I'm by the beach.
Chloe, can you hear me? Hello?
Uh-oh.
Hello? Oh my god. The tornado was real. Oh, I didn't fix shit.
Well, didn't like the fact that there were still beached whales and shit
Your
everywhere?
bay's gonna be destroyed.
Okay, so we're gonna warp back to our own
There
picture?
has to be a way to stop this.
That would be good.
For good.
We're gonna warp into our original picture, which took place before the beginning of the game. Right, he
How do these galleries afford to rent here?
No fucking way. Chloe can't die again.
Yeah, cool. I figured that was be the case as soon as we got in here. That's nice.
Excuse me, I'd love to ask you a few questions.
She
about
can't
your work.
focus.
Sorry, but
It's cute. Cool.
oh shit. Oh my head. What is going on now? It feels like reality is breaking apart.
That's because it is.
What am I doing to time?
You're tearing it apart.
I just have to make one simple change, so I won't end up in San Francisco. Simple.
Getting in San Francisco
Sorry,
isn't going to
San
help.
Francisco. Chloe comes first.
But where's she going to end up now? Did she just really bust up the loop? We're going to go full Donnie Darko here. She's not going to SF. Oh. Interesting. Now, how does Jefferson still get us? Is he mad because we don't have an entry? So I assume we still texted.
Oh, fuck. God, no. I'm back here again? I thought I fixed everything.
What did you say, Max?
What? Jefferson should be in jail, not here.
Jesus. It's like you're back in my class. you're still spacing out. It might be cool if you took one of your patented selfies now. The transformation between the old Max and the new Max. Anyway, answer my question, please.
I'm glad we came here. Eat shit and die.
Eat shit and die.
Good answer. Good answer. Hey, your nose is bleeding. Probably gave you too big a dose. Sorry about that, Max. But considering you're about to die, a nosebleed is a first world problem. Oh, I had to let Victoria Chase go.
You let her?
Don't be stupid, okay? She's exactly where she deserves to be.
The ground?
Oh, as if you care. Your iris, that dilation like a shutter.
It would probably trend more towards being an art game, but it depends a lot on the way it's constructed.
You
It's a
could
cool
have
idea
won
in
the
principle, though.
contest, but you destroyed your own beautiful photograph. What a waste. Sorry, I burned all your stuff. I got a little carried away.
Oh, including my journal.
He burned my diary. That's why I'm still here.
Especially since you've developed from nerd to hero within a week. There's something weird going on with you.
For your Dark Donna.
Whoa. Did you see how crazy it is outside?
It's pretty cray-cray.
Like I said, something weird. There's that fear. Oh, Max, it's an honor working with you on these final sessions.
Don't be such a
I
creep,
hope
dude.
these images will be appreciated for what they truly capture. The loss of youth.
Right.
At least, that's the last lecture you'll ever have to hear.
You're out of your element.
And I promise you, no more nosebleeds.
Mr. Jefferson, please, don't do this. You don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's a good place to be during a hellish tornado.
Quiet. Quiet, Max.
Please, don't do this.
I promise. This final dose won't hurt.
Hey, Kevin, what's grooving?
What?
David, watch out!
How? How did you know that?
Yay, David's coming for the win. I think he was doing his investigation the whole time.
Watch out!
How? How did you know that?
Jesus.
David, watch out!
How? How did you that?
Man, even with my warning, it's not enough.
Jesus. David Madsen. He's out cold.
If I go right at the moment, it goes away, right?
David, watch out!
Is there anything else I can do in here right now, right?
Jesus. David Madsen. He's out cold. Good. I always hated that fascist fuck.
No, I'm wondering if each time it does it, it's giving me... My original expectation in Propagable is that I was going to keep rewinding and just like do what we did with Chloe earlier and keep telling him, okay, now duck left, duck right, but it wasn't giving me another prompt, so... Wasn't sure what all I could do.
No, David, no!
Try doing it without giving them the initial warning, maybe. Yeah, I think once that fight starts, there's officially nothing I can do anymore, right? And I can't...
Jesus.
Clearly can't kick with anything here. I think giving him an initial warning is probably a good idea.
And I promise you, no more nosebleeds.
Wait, hold on. Can I...
Oh, I see.
Can I please ask you for
If
one
I go
last
all the way back, I can hold him off
request?
and delay him longer. Got it.
You got me, Max. How can I deny that face?
And would you mind turning off the lights? They make me squint, so I won't look good for the shot.
Now, you're thinking like a real photographer. And I don't want your last memory to be bad lighting.
This is gonna take him the longest, is my guess, right?
I promise. This final dose won't hurt.
We gotta get it before he doses us, or we're in trouble. That was a little bit faster than I was expecting. I thought there'd be more lights he'd need to turn off there.
Would you take one last picture of me? I want to be your best subject.
I almost don't believe that, but I think you've finally learned from me.
So he's gonna take a while to line it up, right? I guess the music would make it so we can't hear anything. Oh, I get to keep the picture. That's nice. Clever. Wait, this is cutscene this time. Okay, no, I think we need to turn on the music so he doesn't hear David coming in. But at least I got the picture thing and they gave me an achievement.
And I promise.
Could you please at least play some music so I can drift away?
Even at the end, you're still a dreamer, Max. It's a nice trait.
Now I'm a little bit crazy, out of my mind. I'm going slightly strange in the head. It's all a little bit hazy, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stay screwy instead. And I'm a little bit cuckoo gaga. Hold it!
What?
Nice.
No way, Jefferson.
Hold it!
What?
Interesting. Alright, hold on. This is definitely the furthest we've gotten.
Hold it!
What?
Yeah, I think once I get to there, there's nothing else I can do, right? I guess maybe music isn't where we want to be. It made sense. Could try drinking the water, maybe. It's the only thing I haven't tried.
Excuse me, but
maybe it is turn off the lights.
Can I please have
I just
some
didn't let it play out last time because I was worried that it wasn't going to give me a chance to fully rewind. Maybe I can use... Oh, I thought it was an... Maybe I can hold it in my mouth and like spit on him to throw him off here in a second. Alright, we'll try everything now that I know that I can run to the very end.
I promise. This final dose won't hurt. What?
Yeah, I guess the music... Music is the only thing that makes any sense, right? But now that that thing's closer to me...
No good.
Oh.
No balls.
Jefferson, it's over.
You are not going to stop me.
Oh, shit. Alright, so what can I do differently this time?
David Madsen. Of course. Well, this is what you get for playing cop. A real bullet.
How far back can I go here, I wonder?
Jefferson, it's over. Got it.
Oh, Christ. David Madsen.
Yeah, okay, this is more what I was expecting the first time, but it looks like I needed the water to have that next to me. Maybe I need to wait to tell him when to grab his gun.
It's over.
You are not going to stop me.
Okay.
You are not going to stop me.
Nice! Get him! Nice, that was cool. That was what I was expecting to happen the first time. That we'd keep rewinding and seeing different options each time.
You alright? Can you move?
Yes. Thank you, David. Thank you.
Good looking out, David.
We've got this, Marstead.
You brought me here.
First try.
Let's wrap up this.
David's helpful after all.
He won't be going anywhere when he wakes up. Except you are going to prison forever.
Yeah, right?
Or worse.
Mr. Jefferson, now it's your turn to be captured in a moment.
Is that gonna be our contest-winning picture?
Save Chloe. He burned everything, including all of my photos. Warren! Yes! I can use that picture he took of us.
Hey, good looking out, Warren. Saving the day.
Shit, no signal.
Of course. Storm. That's what you get for putting your pictures on the cloud.
But you won't need this anymore.
The Prescotts had to know about
Jefferson
this.
looks so pathetic now.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Do yoga. How you doing?
David? Are you okay?
It's a cool way for it to play out here.
Look at this place. It feels like hell.
Jefferson was going to kill me. Like he did to Victoria Chase.
Oh, no.
No, we're gonna have to live.
I always suspected that son of a bitch.
I never did.
Yeah, we probably don't need to give shit to
too late.
David after he just
You
saved
shouldn't
us.
have to
That would
suspect
be
your
super rude of
He
us.
wasn't a real teacher. He just wanted to lecture. It was part of his sick plans.
I wasn't surprised when you accused Nathan of drugging Kate Marsh.
Look at those
I
consequences
thought so
coming
too.
back.
And Max, I'll never forgive myself for what happened to Kate.
Oh, she's dead in this
I feel like I helped
universe.
push her off that roof.
Bummer. Not your fault.
Don't blame yourself. Nathan and Jefferson are the ones who put her up there.
I knew Nathan Prescott was a threat. I just waited too long to neutralize him.
Jefferson already did. They had some weird father-son thing going on. But Nathan killed Rachel, and Jefferson had to use him as a scapegoat.
That pervert was pulling all this shit right under my nose, too. I could have stopped him and Nathan if only...
He's not really a serial killer, and Rachel might be one of the
so
first ones he actually killed.
No. I told
Yeah,
Principal
right,
Wells
Blaster.
Nathan had a gun and almost used it. But he didn't want to believe me. I should have been more loud.
We all make
That would've
decisions we
worked.
regret. But I have to admit, I'm impressed by you. And Chloe. And your investigation. I had all the high-tech toys, well, you had each other.
Well, we had each other and the power to rewind time, but
Maybe she learned from you.
I
Totally
think
not
she
the
only
case.
learned how to hate my guts.
that David
You
understands.
both had a tough start. And I know it wasn't easy.
I'm not gonna make any excuses for my behavior. I tried to be a good soldier, but I wasn't so great. I tried to be a good
Yeah,
father,
right.
too. But
that's a good way to not
how
confirm
that
someone. Like, no, you didn't do anything wrong, or yeah, you fucked up. We all make decisions we regret.
You tried. It's obvious you care.
You saw
Even
his
if
little
your
birthday
methods
card
are-
he gave Chloe, right?
Fucked up. I know.
I'm glad I stood up for you.
I try not to use my service as an excuse, but it's hard to come home after war. Most people don't know or care what it's like. Except Joyce.
Poor David.
She gave me hope. A new life.
And you saved mine. Chloe, she would be proud of you.
I just want to see her safe with her mother.
What do you mean, Kami?
I promised Joyce I would go see a family counselor. I'll
Is
start by
that Unreal
apologizing to
Engine
Chloe.
arm cross?
I don't expect her to call me dad, but maybe she'll
Oh,
stop
she
calling
is in
me
this
step
conversation, but I think that's not all the time.
So where is Chloe?
No, it makes sense. She's super dead, shot in the head.
David, Chloe is dead.
This isn't happening.
He's probably gonna beat Jefferson to death, isn't it?
No, God. Not Chloe. Max, are you sure? Are you...
Yes, I saw her. I saw Jefferson kill her in the junkyard.
He's gonna beat him to death. This
Last
probably
night-
maybe wasn't the best time to tell the
Last
truth.
night?
Rewind.
When I was so close to finding out the truth? I promised Joyce that I would protect her and Chloe.
This is a reasonable
How can I
scene
face
for
her and
Max to
explain
sound like
this?
she's about to cry.
I never even told Chloe that I... God damn it!
You killed my wife's child, you sick fucker! And you took away my stepdaughter?
Yeah, he's gonna curb stomp him here, isn't he? Oh, he's just gonna execute him.
David, wait!
Yep. Yeah, let's not tell him the truth and say we did.
Max.
Yeah. But Max is a little confused at this
I'm
point.
sorry.
She doesn't have her journal anymore to keep track of that.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Nah, he was kind of a dick.
What a mess. What have I done? All that time I wasted with surveillance. Chloe, I'm sorry. Joyce, I failed you.
Now he's gonna
My
go to
family.
jail.
You didn't fail. You did your best.
Just wait till he's safely in custody.
You better get outside. You've seen enough of this room.
This room might be the only place that's safe against a tornado, but
Thank you.
we've got other shit we gotta do to stop the tornado. Once we find Warren's message. Foolishly stored on the cloud. Keep that in mind. Not just the lack of resilience to hacking. If you ever get a time travel power that's dependent on your ability to review photos taken of you, put those photos on the cloud, you won't be able to time travel back. It's a really good reason to keep it on your SD card. Back we go. Cool. Don't
Max,
tell him the truth.
I'm sorry you had to be
Just looking at that
It's
makes
optional
me
to even
vomit.
talk to him, as far as I can tell, too. Yeah. In this case, it is correct to lie to him, I think. There's a couple times where you have to lie in Phoenix, right?
Don't blame your...
Learn from you.
I'm not gonna make... I tried to... Fuck.
And...
I just...
Hide the truth. What are we gonna say instead?
David, she was pretty stressed out, so, she went to go, medicate before I ended up in here. So, she's okay.
Oh, thank God. For once I'm happy Chloe's a stoner.
David, I have to go outside and get some real air, and use my phone.
Of course. Go on, Max. You're a brave soldier. I'm glad Chloe has a best friend like you.
That went way better. You know, he's gonna find out anyway.
You've seen enough of this room.
Is she gonna regret
Okay, teacher.
not ruining David's life?
You shit all over this computer.
No more fucking guns.
I agree with that.
So gross. I wonder if he charged that duct tape to Blackwell. Scumbag.
Is that really what makes him a scumbag? Stealing office supplies?
Just for sick. I can still feel those straps. Stop, Max. You're free.
I mean, for now, it's about to get worse.
Jefferson torched everything. Now the only photo I can get is the one Warren took.
That's what happens. I like how, like, the whole thing about her being only into analog photography pretty much just exists to justify this part of the game at the end, right?
I want to burn all these photos. I hate looking at me like that.
Fucked Jefferson.
Oh.
Victoria's bracelet.
Victoria's bracelet.
Right. She got buried in this universe.
I bet Jefferson was going to use that to frame Nathan.
That would have been smart.
Just looking at that makes me want to vomit.
Jefferson. You're lucky the cops are getting you in one piece.
Oh, I would have classified it as office supplies in my school, place of jobs I worked. What makes it different?
Frank isn't a bad person, but he can't be in denial about the drugs he provided.
I don't think he knew it was being used
You
for
won't
that.
be going,
but...
Jefferson, to any more shows. Oh, Chloe. I'm gonna save you. For the last time.
No, I don't think so. It's either going to be that Max has to sacrifice herself, or she has to let Chloe die at the beginning.
No one would have looked for Nathan's body with this.
That's the first thing we changed.
Looks like Jefferson was planning a major security renovation. With Prescott cash.
Sick. And
nobody will look at Jefferson's work the same.
Hooray! Game saucer. What a scumbag.
There's no way I'm leaving your necklace here.
How could you? How?
That's interesting. Creepy. Kate Marsh is the desktop view.
Jefferson had plenty of women who would have totally posed for him. But he didn't want to give his subjects a choice.
The crime he invented called burglars and arsony.
Freedom.
I didn't tell the truth about Chloe because he shoots Jefferson if you tell him, and that's going to ruin his life. No view.
Yes. Warren, can you hear me?
He'll find out eventually,
Never
but
mind.
won't act out of
Do you
raw
have
emotion.
that photo you took last night in the parking lot?
Yeah, but why? It wasn't that great a shot.
I need it now.
It is, and I want it. Where are you?
I'm at the two-way
Dying.
pretty much trapped in here with Joyce thinks this Armageddon weather. I'm expecting the ocean to turn red.
Send me the picture. Send me the picture. Yeah, it's really good. It's one of the best games I've ever played, Novi. Really enjoying it so far.
Seriously, Max, stay wherever you are.
I'm excited to see how they wrap it up. First 4 episodes were super solid.
Me too. But it's not over yet, Warren. So hold on.
Definitely warrants being classified as an awesome game. Like the art style, the cinematography, the voice work, art objects you interact with, the time travel mechanic is great in an adventure game setting. Yeah, I lucked out, right? Didn't play it on launch and have to wait so long between episodes. It's like going back and having to catch up on like 6 seasons of a TV show, not having to wait from year to year.
I Trust Limbo have been warning you people for years that our culture of sin and entitlement would lead to God striking us down. And I'm the one trapped in this fucking radio station. Somebody get me the hell out of here now! Now, goddammit, how do I pay all those taxes?
No, I think it's super good. Yeah, I can imagine having the distance when you sit there and have to theorize between them. Like, I bet people figured out that Chloe was paralyzed because of a car accident, because they had that little hint at the end of episode 3 that shows you her getting the new car keys. But they don't explicitly say that at the end of episode 3.
Kate, or Rachel, or anybody. Everybody used me.
Yeah, right, Leon?
It's coming for me now. All this shit be over soon.
I could see if they like tapped themselves out creatively with this.
What's hurt you next?
Thanks, Nathan.
Sorry.
Poor Nathan Prescott. Music's so good too. Is there going to be a real bookend where it's going to be on the path up to the lighthouse? That would be great. Yeah, I hope not, Novi. It would be better if it was a anthology, right? I wouldn't want it to be any of the same characters or the same story. It doesn't even really need to have the time travel mechanic again. They can probably just get by having it have a similar theme, right? Anthologies are where it's at. You keep the same creative team. You can write stories that have endings. You have a problem in television where stories just keep on going on and on and on until they start to suck. This is more analogous to TV, I think. Yeah, that was pretty powerful to me. Especially after he's been such a dick the whole time. Good on the voice actor.
Warren is at the Jewel's time, so hurry up.
You might be able to do other things other than just go straight to the 2 whales. Oh, there's whale corpses. Trying to take a picture at the last moment? See if I can warn him here.
See that tornado? Get the hell out of here!
Max, there's no way I can pass up these images.
Get out!
Just look at it.
You can't take a picture when it's dead. Now move your ass.
Okay, if you insist. Whoa, Max! You do know things. I'm such an idiot.
Only if
Yes,
you
you
don't
are.
find a safe spot until this blows over. Okay?
Now I better listen to the real everyday hero. Come with me.
I have to help somebody else first.
No butterfly icon that time, interestingly. I don't know if there's anybody else I can talk to. Wouldn't it be great if you had one last save Alyssa sequence? I saw I missed an Alyssa sequence in episode 3 when my wife Andrea was playing the game.
Trapped. I have to help everybody I can. You okay?
Once I get
So a giant piece of tornado debris hits her in the back of the head.
Way too long in this shithole town.
She only trusts you if you've saved her the other 4
And I'm
times.
never coming back here. You need a lift?
No thanks. I have to find Fred.
You go, girl. You go.
I think sequels can be done well. There's several games where the sequel is better than the original, but
Death is everywhere. following me.
Can't save everybody. Hey, Alyssa.
Alyssa needs help again.
Yeah, I agree. Just have somebody else get the power, right? Depending on how they resolve this one, we'll see.
Are you okay? Let me help you down. What that shit, Max? Whenever you show up, I have to get out of the way.
Wow. So if I had saved her every time, she must have trusted me, right?
Come on. Find some way to help Alyssa.
Yeah, I might not be able to save her now because I missed the one in 3 where she gets sprayed with the water, and 4 when she gets knocked in. But maybe we can still save her this way. If we trusted her, she would just jump. I've only played the first episode of Walking Dead off stream when it came out. Dude, that's a fundamental philosophy of mine, that everybody's the hero of their own story. And I don't think it's appropriate to think of people as unable to be saved or people as being basically evil. With the exception of Jefferson in this story, who's a psychopath. Like, you're introduced to all these characters that you think are evil when you first meet them, and they're not black and white, you know?
I
Totally agree with that.
can't think about all those children out there.
That's probably a bad idea to think about that.
Oh, I can't stand seeing these bodies.
Where you at, Warren? Send me that picture? Maybe his data's out.
How can I get out of here? This makes me so sad. If we can make it out of this, Chloe.
No, I'm not caught up on the show, so let's not discuss spoilers for it if we can help it.
Okay. I just need to switch on the electricity to activate the sprinkler.
Adventure game.
Don't fail me, Fusebox.
If you typed anything, it's my first time playing it, so...
Dead. Electrocuted. Oh no.
I'll try to figure it out on my own. If I miss something, I miss something. That's okay. Part of the fun, I think.
I want to help that fisherman, but he's in shock and he might not hear me.
Okay, so I can't yell at him. Is there something I can pick up to rescue him? Yeah, right.
If we can make it.
Figured sprinklers were analog, but whatever. Game mechanic reasons, right? Can't use anything with these.
Damn. I'm stuck here unless I put out this fire first.
Yeah.
I want to help that fisherman, but he's in shock and he might not hear me.
Yeah, you're welcome to discuss things I could do, an exclamation point hide. And you can discuss it with chat and I won't be able to see it. But if I miss something, I miss something, and that's okay. If there's any tools I can use to get a hold of him here, maybe I need to have talked to him more to get him to listen to me. Because I don't see anything else in here for me to interact with, right? At least not as far as I can tell. I could go in there maybe and then rewind time, because I have time travel. And then walk him out of there. Let's try that. Right, time travel.
Can't die in this room. I can't.
Come on, buddy.
Come on! You have to get out of here right now!
I need to breathe. I need air.
Yeah, this is a game mechanics thing.
Please, 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 please.
Alright, so I can hit the fuse box through here. Perfect.
You should get out of here!
The whole town is dying.
Okay. I better hurry to the diner over there.
Yeah, that was a great decision. I was a big fan of that one, Abby. Yeah, don't worry about it. If someone clears chat, nobody's in trouble or anything. Mods are being extra hyper vigilant because we're close to the end of the game, so just keep on typing. It's okay. I'd rather them clear at a whim really fast, just in case, than miss something. The sprinkler thing. No, I think the line was like,
Come on, Max. Stop that fire.
I'm gonna try.
Yes.
Nice. Sand hype. The decision partway through episode 4 with Chloe asking Max to euthanize her. I thought that was great.
Oh no, not her. I should have warned her. I never even asked her name.
Oh, right. I don't think we ever met her. I saw that in Andrea's game.
At least nobody's going to starve in here.
It said something like,
Go get him,
warned homeless woman. I never saw it. So to Blackwell Academy, I'm trying writing this essay. I love my school and the education is provided. At the same time, I have to use my own critical thinking abilities as a budding journalist. So to report that Blackwell has a problem, it's not with any glee or agenda. In fact, this problem reflects a disturbing national trend. There are bullies at school, and they are us.
The emergency broadcast system is now in effect.
Trust me.
I think it was 50-50, sir.
I swear.
I didn't actually hesitate on that one. If someone in their right mind was dying and they asked me to help them end their life and stop their suffering, I would, try to ascertain that they were certain, but beyond that I wouldn't hesitate to help them.
Oh, Max. Oh,
this is not a test.
I'm so glad to see you, sweetie. Are you okay?
Yes. What about you guys?
Two Whales is barely standing now. I don't know if it's gonna make it through this tornado. Oh, poor Officer Barry and all those people out there. Okay, get your ass inside. Yeah. I have to get back to this gentleman on the ground. Lauren has been gathering all the first aid.
And that's what makes it like real life, right?
That's all we have.
They're all choices like that, where both choices feel unacceptable.
How the hell did I ignore all those warnings, Max? The snow?
Really, Six Guns.
Eclipse?
There's nothing you could do about it, Warren.
I'm so
You're talking separate from the broadcasting system like local governments will use, right? I'll hear that sound effect they'll use during a heavy storm.
Stupid. Should have seen it coming.
So there's a separate federal system than the one we're used to?
But I need that photo from Warren to help Chloe.
Sorry.
Joyce and Frank.
Come on, Max. Let's talk over here and give Frank some resting space.
Joyce, how are you doing?
Just when I think I've already been through the ringer. Where's Chloe?
She's safe.
She's safe, Joyce. She just sent me a text before my phone died.
Oh, thank God. I was torturing myself before you showed up. Oh, God, if something happened to Chloe while I ended up stuck at this diner again.
I'm sorry about all this, Joyce.
Don't be, honey. It's not like you whipped up this tornado.
You go ahead and post the link if you'd like now. My bot just auto-purges links from people with less than an hour watched. Stop spam.
David.
You don't have control over any of that. David is an adult, and he has a lot more age and experience under his belt. And if he doesn't always show it.
That actually just happened to me yesterday in Pythagotron's stream, and he was playing Bloodborne. I posted a wiki link and got all my messages deleted.
Well, I didn't mean to take David's side against you or Chloe.
That's very pretty.
I know
cool.
You try to see the good side in everybody, and David needs to try that too. But that's not important now.
I just want our lives to be normal again.
Surely you can't be serious.
Going on this week, I think you're right.
The hospital? What is it?
Look at me, trying to keep my family together. Again.
Joyce, you've gone through so much for Chloe and David. If you were my mom, I would be so proud.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory, Phoenix Rising.
Your
I don't really
parents
believe
should be
that.
prouder of you. Even David told me how tough he thinks you are, and he doesn't give out many compliments, as you know.
There's a Chicago Max Headroom hack.
David is a real hero.
Yeah, go David.
I
Thanks for
don't
the
know what
follow.
he's gone through in the war, but I can imagine. And he even showed me how to find my own strength under extreme conditions.
I am so glad to hear you say that, Max. I know he's not always an easy person to defend. Most people only see him at his worst. You've seen him at his best. And that's the man I want in my life.
Heck yeah, Joyce. I loved West Coast fictional moms named Joyce.
Please be okay.
2 for 2.
Okay, Max. Excuse me while I go help this other gentleman.
Frank,
what's up,
I'm so
Bonk?
glad you're here.
Yeah, it makes 2 of us. No, if only I had Rachel back. Now, Max, what about that info I gave you? Did you and Chloe find out what happened to her?
I'll try this. I can always rewind.
Frank, I don't know how to say this, so I just will. Rachel is dead.
God, no, please. Please, no, not Rachel. She can't fucking be. Are you sure? I mean, how do you know?
We used the names you gave us to track down a farmhouse. My professor, Mark Jefferson, has this.
I do like
creepy
Frank.
photo
He
torture
flies off the handle really easily, but he's a nice guy
He
too,
was
right?
Using Nathan Prescott
And he's a
to
drug
write and
dealer, but
photograph Blackwell students.
Prescott? Fuck! Fuck, I knew it! I should never have hooked up with that sick punk. Pompidou hated him. Yeah, you saw Rachel.
No, I didn't. But Nathan wanted to impress Jefferson, and I know he killed her.
How? How did he kill her?
It
doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't want to tell her it was
She
overdose.
deserves her peace now.
Where is this motherfucker Jefferson?
He's going to jail. He won't be hurting anybody anymore.
Rachel. Oh, God. She was the one good thing in my life, Max. I know she was too young. I expect her to leave me, just not how it happened. I would never have stopped her from going after
Probably a
her
prank or a
dreams.
hoax. You might be thinking of the Max Headroom one, Kami, from Chicago television.
I know. She obviously cared about you, Frank.
Well, Rachel cared about a lot of people. Especially Chloe. But,
Yeah, that's what I was talking
I
about.
see
That's
why
not a...
Rachel dug her.
That was some...
And Chloe was man enough to ask me for help after all that shit we went through.
It was a Max Headroom mask.
You know, the one time I met my dad.
We still don't know who did
The
it, but it
bastard
was
quoted the Bible
some
and
like
said he
AV
wanted
nerd
to
hacking into the
enter
local
his
signal.
house justified. In other words, to do the right thing. Me too. And maybe you're helping me get there, Max. Don't get me wrong, kid. I still think you're weird. But you're cool.
I can't seem to escape the 2 whales.
Hey, Pompidou, what's groovin'?
At least Frank
Aw.
still has Pompidou at his side.
Cute Pompidou. He's such a furry puppy. Yes, he is. Well, we can move on from that, but if you find a source, feel free to put it in Discord,
Good
Phoenix.
job, Warren. I hope those supplies are enough.
What's up, dude?
I hate to say I'm glad to see you, but I'm so glad to see you.
Why would you hate to say
It's
that?
okay. The important thing is that you're safe. And I know you can take care of yourself after Nathan.
Should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Damn, Max.
It's true,
Can't
Game
believe
Saucer.
you
They don't let
actually
your
drove down
last
here in the
memory
middle
of
of
Frank,
fucking
unless if you
E6
killed him, I
tornado.
guess.
Just for one photograph? I mean, I know you didn't come for me.
Warren, I came for all of you. Just tell me you do have the photograph.
I just want...
Now shut up
Poor
and listen.
friend zone Warren.
Oh yeah. You're finally going to tell me what you never did in the parking lot.
I wish I would have. So I'm just going to tell you without any explanation. Trust me, okay?
I always do. You should probably tell me quick.
I had a vision in Jefferson's class of a tornado destroying Arcadia Bay. I went to the bathroom and saw my best friend Chloe get shot.
Oh no,
right
yeah.
after Prescott. You with me so far?
Where else could I be? Go on.
Then I found out that I could rewind time. And long story short, Mark Jefferson is insane and dangerous.
Whoa. Is that all?
I
I think that the storm started, everything started when I found out I could rewind time. There's no way this is just a coincidence, right?
Max, not only the storm, but the eclipse, the birds, the whales, everything.
It's all your fault.
Because of me? How?
I'm not a real scientist, even though I play one at school, but this seems like pure cause and effect. Maybe chaos theory. What happened with Jefferson? Did he hurt you?
Rachel was
Nathan accidentally killed Rachel Amber trying to impress Jefferson. Nathan just needed mental help. Now he's dead, and Jefferson is done.
Jesus, Max. I want the whole story, but I guess we really are out of time.
But I can still change things. What do you think will happen?
For every action, there's a reaction. Whenever you reversed or altered time, maybe you caused a chain reaction.
Hey, called it. I'm glad he just
Even
trusted
the
us there.
environment.
I hate, man, one of my least favorite things in movies and TV shows is when someone... I get why they don't believe it, but it's so frustrating when it's like the dramatic irony where the audience knows that a character has a power or knows some, like, arcane fact, and, like, they spend 30 minutes trying to resolve it. To me, it's the same as, like, the romantic comedy plotline of the basic misunderstanding that could be resolved in, like, a sentence, if they just phrased it the right way and prepared it. So, anyway, I understand why sometimes that's necessary in order to, like, add some more plot to an otherwise shallow story. But, like, I really like stories where they go to the trouble of establishing that two characters have a trusting relationship, or they do something hand-wavy, like in the movie Looper, where Bruce Willis is like, you know, I could explain this whole thing with popsicle sticks and straws, but it would take an hour, so fuck that, just believe me, here's the deal. Appreciate when they make the effort to avoid the, what are you talking, you can time travel? What? Let's spend 20 minutes resolving this.
Warren, I know this all sounds insane, but you're the only other person.
Yeah, they went to the trouble of planting that, though, is what I mean, Propagable, like, so they didn't have to have the conversation right now, you know what I mean? They knew that this was going to have to come up later, and they didn't want to have to do a 30-minute test like we did with Chloe, so...
I wish we had more time together.
Hey, her lip zipping is fixed.
Max, of course I believe you. You're the most amazing person I've ever met.
Aww.
And I'm glad you trust me.
Always. I just wish I could trust my powers. I guess we'll never know if it's magic or science.
Even if it's from a wizard or a wormhole. You're part of something
Wizards
bigger.
and wormholes.
I don't believe in fate or destiny, but after this week, I realize I don't know shit.
That makes both of us, Warren.
Yeah, I'm glad they're not going to try to
You
explain
know you're
it.
here for a reason.
They can talk about different explanations.
I guess it's up to you to find out why. Max, I'm sorry you got stuck in this. I don't have a fucking clue what's going on. But I have total faith that you'll do the right thing when the time comes. I'm so proud of you, Max. How could there be a more important moment in history?
Oh.
And I'm in the middle of it with you. So thank you for trusting me.
Thanks for being here. Always.
Thanks, dude.
Max, do you think this is the end?
What?
Good
Don't
job,
ask me that question.
I hope those supplies are enough.
I know, right? Dude, I was like, no, kiss! No. Max and Warren.
Hey.
Buddies forever.
Be careful out there.
Didn't realize you were revealing an actual choice here. Hi, Titano. How's it going?
For luck.
Yay! Catharsis.
Just in case we don't get out of this, I wanted to say...
I know.
Yay, cut it off because it's not necessary. Good. Good. We get to do Star Wars thing. We don't have to be hammy about the dialogue.
That's why you're Super Max.
Yay! Yeah, Twitch lets you know when your friends join in the chat. It's a new feature as of last week. I know, right? I had to kill Chloe's dad so that we could still have a chance to get with Warren. He's the best and he's been super patient.
I know. Pain in the booty.
Watching Andrea's playthrough too, like the number of times she friend zones him and puts him on her hook.
We got no time for this shit. Come on, Max. Chloe. Jesus, dude, what is up with you?
I'm just glad we're here together.
Chloe doesn't know we can go this far back. We never told her.
No worries. It's all good.
I'm glad you're with me too. What's going on, Max? We have to find Nathan right now. He's gonna
Sorry, Warren.
To Rachel. Let's go now. Chloe, wait. Listen.
No, see, this is well done, Kami.
Okay?
Stop and listen for once.
The double standard for
Fine,
well-written
Max.
teen drama.
I'm listening.
It's not exploitative or gratuitous.
You're gonna die if you do.
You used your powers, right? And you fucked around with time and I died.
Not like that.
You're supposed to back me up. So there's no way that punk-ass bitch Nathan Prescott is taking me down.
You're right, he won't. Mark Jefferson killed you.
We're back in episode 4.
Jefferson, the art teacher? That's bullshit. Nathan is the fucking serial killer. We saw the proof. Now,
Yeah,
excuse me,
that's
I'm
what
going
I'm
to that party
saying.
to make sure he never hurts anybody again. Are you coming?
Nathan is dead, and you're in danger.
That fucker is already dead? How do you know that?
Because I was
The whole
there.
focus of this game is
Please
on
tell me
these
exactly what
interpersonal
happened.
relationships, so
Please.
it develops well.
Mark Jefferson turned out to be a psychopath.
Okay, Max. Let's go in there as a team and take his ass out right now.
Chloe. Jefferson drugged and kidnapped me.
Right, no, okay.
I was tied up in his bunker.
I guess Chloe doesn't know she can rewind
You
this
have
far, though.
no idea what hell I went through to get back here.
Yeah, we went back to the moment when Chloe was at her most emotional and was on a mission to go murder Nathan, so it makes sense
Couldn't
that
let you
she's
die.
acting
You
the way
brought
she
me
is.
back here, and I can't lose you again. I won't.
Max, I'm so
This is
sorry.
very H.G. Wells time travel.
I was the one who dragged you into all this shit. Nobody, especially you, should have to go through that. Now we have to stop Jefferson. With one bullet.
No, not this way. Chloe, I can't keep fixing everything if all I'm gonna do is just break it over and over again. I know how this is gonna turn out, and I'm afraid I'm fucking up all these alternate realities.
Yeah, different word
Alternate
lines.
realities? What do you mean, Max?
What did you do, Ray?
I fucked up, Chloe. I wanted to make things right, but everything turned out wrong.
Max, what the hell are you talking about?
I was able to go back in time to the last day William was alive. I stopped him from leaving, but you ended up in a car crash instead.
You saw my dad again?
You were completely paralyzed. And you were in pain. You were slowly dying, and you asked me to end your life. I did. For you. I didn't want you to suffer in any other timeline or reality.
I like how they're making
thought
that
of you
have
in any
consequences
pain.
later, right?
God, Max.
It seemed like it wouldn't since it was in a
That must
different
have
timeline.
That must have been awful for you. I'm so sorry I had to ask you that.
It was worse for you. But I had no idea what would happen, and as usual, I messed everything up, and I never want to hurt you.
You're gonna have to accept it, I think.
You have to believe me.
Of course I do.
5 episodes.
Do you think I would even know how to handle
Stages
that
of grief.
situation? Nobody would. The important thing is that we're together again.
You're right. That's why you should come with me.
I wonder if you can connect. Probably not. It would be kind of neat if they were like connecting the 5 stages of grief, right? First one's denial because she doesn't let her die. Second one's bargaining.
So we can stay together and stay alive.
I hear you, Max, but do you think we should let Jefferson get away with torture and murder?
Of course not. If we tell David, he'll believe us, and he can actually stop him.
I guess it's anger, then
right?
bargaining.
Is that why
bargaining
you
is like, what if we went to a different reality? What if William had never died? Depression is 4, and then
Does he think he
acceptance
can
would be
help
5.
us? Really?
David was ahead of
David
us.
was already investigating Jefferson. He was way ahead of us.
Except that he was actually investigating
Later,
everybody,
Kevin.
Max,
Have fun at lab.
including your friend Kate. Sorry, but I still don't trust him. It's up to us, Max.
No, listen to me. Wait, Chloe! Chloe! If I'm totally strong and honest, she'll listen. I'm her best friend.
Oh, so I'd only mess up part of that conversation? Wow, interesting. So maybe she would have ran away sooner if I hadn't have picked that last option. Right on. We were doing pretty well. I didn't realize that was a test.
Okay. What? Max?
Yeah, if you say nothing there, I bet she leaves too. You have to reveal the truth here, which is smart. To make sure there's a consequence there, right? Depending on what decision you made.
You're right.
David saved me.
Chloe, David saved me from Jefferson. If he didn't track down the dark room, I'd be dead right now.
Max, I had no clue. I should have been the one to save you. But
you were dead.
I'm so grateful David was there. So what's your plan?
We tell him everything.
Okay, cool.
Including that Victoria is in danger.
That makes sense.
Okay. You've been through so much. I believe you, Max.
Yay!
After
Chloe
all,
believes us
I'm
hype.
Still your faithful companion.
Yes.
We got through most of that on the first try.
So listen, in a few minutes, I won't know any of this happened. Nothing. We absolutely have to stay in your room and do nothing. Then we explain everything to David, and we finally let him do his job. You'll have to tell me exactly what I did and said just now. Just explain that I traveled through time using the photo.
Will you believe me?
I'll always believe you, Chloe.
Nice. Kind of first try. Okay, so we're getting this reality back, kind of, sort of.
Oh, Chloe! I see that the real Max is back. So how was your time trip, dude?
I'm really glad that they did that, by the way, that they kind of just summarized that she just did a whole ton of things. I love that in time travel fiction in general, where they like show you a repetition, like, okay, you get the idea. Let's just, assume that there have been hundreds or thousands of repetitions after this point, without making you live through all of them, since it would be annoying.
Shut up! Oh, you're alive! You're alive!
Without citing any
Both
specific
of us.
examples for people who haven't seen
I did
them.
so much to bring you back, Chloe. It worked. It actually worked. You're with me again.
Looks like even fate doesn't want us apart. And travel through multiple realities just
Yeah, that was a cool photo.
save my ungrateful ass over and over, and I hope it was worth it. But I don't blame you for wanting me out of your life. After all my drama.
Come on. I'm the official drama king and queen of Arcadia Bay this week.
Yeah, no kidding.
Look at what my powers have caused in just a short time. Nobody.
You're Max fucking Caulfield, Time Warrior.
Yeah.
Even if you weren't, you're kind and caring. Nobody could have a better best friend. Nobody. You didn't ask for any of this to happen, but it did. You need to accept how awesome you are.
Maybe I willed it subconsciously or something. I always wanted my life to be special. An adventure. But not without you. And it didn't happen until I moved back here. So, without you, my powers wouldn't even exist.
And for whatever scientific, mystical reason that we'll obviously never figure out, we were meant to be together at this exact moment in history. I have to think that Rachel was somewhere behind the scenes, fighting for
She
justice.
played her Laura Palmer role.
I'd like to think
Laura
that too.
Palmer, excuse me.
We all owe Rachel Amber. Now tell me everything that happened. You remember, right?
Well, we left the party and made sure Jefferson couldn't find us. For once, I was glad I lived in an actual fortress. Then the storm got hella crazy, and you said we would be safe at the lighthouse.
Chloe, look. The storm is getting bigger now. And it's coming closer. Ugh, I can't even believe this is real. This is happening because of me.
Stop it. Stop beating yourself up, okay? We've both paid our dues already on it. God, look at that. Look at that monster. Who knows? This could be Rachel's
Getting a
revenge.
pretty strong controller
Our revenge.
vibrate there.
The lighthouse is out of the way of the tornado. Come on.
Bookends.
Chloe.
Ending where we began.
I've got your back, Rex.
Yeah, nice. What?
Alfred Hitchcock famously called film little pieces of time.
I'm back in class.
He's talking about Hitchcock too.
What the hell?
These pieces of time can frame us in our glory and
I
our
have to
sorrow.
listen to this Jefferson lecture again. This might be hell.
You have to let
Now, can you give
Chloe
me an
die.
example
You just
of a
accepted.
photographer
Okay,
who perfectly
this is
captured the
messed
human
up.
condition in black and white?
Am I stuck in a time loop?
Anybody?
Hug the tornado.
Diane Arbus.
Be calm and don't freak out.
Why Arvis?
Yet.
Because of her images of hopeless faces. You feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad
Whoa.
She saw humanity as
Whoa.
tortured, right?
What's going on?
What's happening?
Nobody even cares?
Keep that to yourself. Seriously though,
That's
I
so
could frame
creepy.
any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation.
Everybody's gone now. Have I totally fucked up time?
100%.
Doesn't make sense.
Disrupting the matrix of reality.
Oh, that's too creepy.
Oh, this is so cool! There's blood everywhere. Hallucinating. No sound.
I'm sorry, Kate.
Mr.
Not yet, you bastard.
Jefferson. Okay, good. Didn't want to have a dialogue line there. It wouldn't have added to anything.
That's me? Are you kidding?
This is great. Oh man, this is like the long hallway.
That's awful.
I wonder what's gonna happen when we go out into the school hallway.
This is
Eyes stretched out.
definitely not for reals.
Oh, this is so cool.
Oh no. Rachel didn't deserve any of this.
Perfect way to do it too, right?
I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't
There he
even
is.
think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
I love how this is this game's equivalent of that trope.
I just wanted to know if you'd like to spend the rest of your life in my darkroom. Your purity inspires
At least
me
3
so
crays, minimum.
much, and we could be
Ethan.
so happy together. Who needs selfies when I can give you portraiture?
There's no way I'm saying that.
Oh man, I love when games take their basic like UI or mechanic and twist it at the end for the story. I can think of so many games that do it. It's one of my favorite tropes that only works in video games, right? Like you can kind of do it with camera shots and cinematography and film, and I've read books that do stuff like that, like House of Leaves, but now they're even messing around with the choice selections. Can I not pick one? Oh man, I think I have to pick one.
My selfies are shit. I need to be framed by a real artist. I'm just a poser.
Yes, you will be posing. For me. There's so many angles I want to expose you with to the world. I hope you don't mind needles or duct tape.
I wonder if I can undo that at all. And then talking during the rewind is good too.
I see you, Max Coffee. Want
Try pressing other buttons, right? Whoa! Look at the diary now. Maxine, you keep fucking up. How many times does Chloe have to die in front of you? It would be better to actually, you know, have a life. Find my cat fix, please. My heart is broken. We see that ever. Always take the shot. Chloe, Chloe, Chloe. Take a selfie, ho. Oh, this makes so much sense because she would be going crazy, right? If she kept doing this. Go fuck yourself. Any other choices? Go to the lighthouse. Go to the lighthouse. We're gonna kill everybody. Oh, that's so awesome! Ah! But I didn't miss that. Okay, I was wondering if they were gonna put crazy stuff in each of these, but that might be a little too cray-cray. We have surveillance video of you overdosing, Chloe. You cannot escape now. There is no reality where you can hide now. Don't you dare underestimate me, you hear? Pompidou? Oh man, they're having fun with this segment. Good evening, young Max. The squirrel's talking to you. How can you? Samuel has no phone. Rachel Amber here. Just wanted to introduce myself. I'll be seeing you soon. Real soon. Bitch, do not mess with Frank or me. You got a snack? What's your flip shoot with Jefferson? He absolutely captured you. If you want, you can hang out and get high. Oh, that's all there is remaining now. I have to leave the art class.
I like to think of it as our dark realm.
The dog text.
It's the only place I truly feel safe and protected from the storm.
Of course, Max. I can capture you over and over. You can be my model for life. And death. We are going to be so happy together in the dark. Just make sure you stay pure. I won't like it if you get dirty like Rachel. Or Chloe.
I like how they have a double plot line there too, right? Like there's the interesting like serial killer plot with Mr. Jefferson, and they just have it intersect here with the time travel story. What may or may not be the 5 stages of grief. So once I'm out here, I can maybe... Oh, I guess no. I've already agreed to that conversation now. Is this after the vigil? Oh, Kate mourning for herself. Ah, this is so awesome. This is what I wanted. This is so much better than the monologuing earlier, but the monologuing didn't happen, so it's okay. We rewounded through it.
Hey, Kate.
Hey, girl. Hey,
Now,
how you doing?
how could you let me jump off a roof? You were the only person I trusted here, but you never really listened to me. Now I'm never going to heaven. Instead, you've stuck me in hell. Alone forever.
No! Kate, I was only trying to save you.
Thank you for Jesus. Yeah, camera angles in this are great. Victoria Chase. Okay, so that hasn't changed.
Release the keys.
Release the keys. Yeah, I'm guessing that we have to find the right combination of doors to go, and it's gonna be like Scooby-Doo or Benny Hill, right?
Well, you could look for the key.
Okay, yeah, I think this is... I mean, we had the more thematic long hallway with all the things to investigate earlier that had changed, but I think that this is appropriate, so we'll play it. There's no music. There's not a boss this time, though. It's 218.
You ready? Let's go beat it. Finally, it's the long hallway.
Dana.
At the end of the game, it's a trope, not a cliche. Judge the day, the boss is right this way. Can't let him slip away. Come and join me in the long hallway, hallway, hallway. It's the long hallway, hallway, hallway. The long hallway. It's a pretty cool trope.
It's a hoax. Yeah, I figured it was a hoax. Alright, cool. So there might be a different key each time. We'll take a look here. Maybe we have to find them in different areas. Something's definitely changed this round there, right?
She was my angel. After my dad died and you moved, I felt abandoned. Rachel saved my life. So Rachel took my place. I'm glad she was there for you. 6 months ago, she just left Arcadia. Without a word. Without me.
Can't leave on the way out, I just came. Oh, different names on the doors now. Interesting. Rachel Amber. This is great. Yeah. Cool. Now I'm Victoria. Taylor. Let's try going into Victoria's room. Back to just being Max for a moment. There's something at the window, nothing in the hallway. Looks different. Oh, I love all the pictures all over the walls now. Isn't that awesome? Oh, that's so great. Look at me, I am Max Selfie. We're back in the room. Later, Phoenix. This is perfect. She's having her thoughts in reverse. What was on the walls when I was Victoria, Heaton? What was it? You could tell me. Yeah, this is great. Just playing around with the game is all about. Dude, listen to the song backwards too. Great. Oh, cool. Even the UI got flipped. That's great. Remove Victoria's insecurities. Cool. Back in the bathroom we go. Yeah, this is great. I love this. It's perfect for the tone of the game so far. Oh, and
Don't try to hide, Max. Get over here. Let me capture you.
Jefferson is coming after me again.
You
No.
used to be so pure, so innocent. Now, you have to
This
die.
is like the swimming pool scene.
Please understand,
Max.
Whoa, he just teleported and found me. That freaked me the shit out. Not cool, man. Not allowed to
Please
teleport.
understand,
Oh, there's
Max.
multiple
The
Jeffersons.
only place I can be myself is in the dark room.
My selfie, huh?
What happened to your spark, Max? I thought I could be your professor for life.
Running, 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 running. Oh, the futon.
I realize now you'll never be an artist, much less a photographer. Come here, Max. Class is dismissed.
Oh, you rewind time in that segment, you hear things the right way. That's cool. Didn't have any reason to time travel there.
I miss those days when you looked at me in class with
Makes
those
sense, though.
wide eyes. I want to be your professor again. I can teach you so much.
These all pictures of Max.
Good evening, Blackwell. This is Principal Wells, and I'm here to drop the mic on Max Coffee. Max.
This is rad. I dig it.
Good evening, Blackwell. This is Principal Wells. We're to drop the mic on Max Caulfield.
Max, where are you? Max, come out to play. Come out to play.
Do you have a scarf I can borrow, Max?
Hey, babe, babe. Who wants to go ape? Go ape,
Miss
go
Price
ape,
can't
babe,
just
babe.
show up at Blackwell in a wheelchair and think we're going to accommodate her every whim.
Come over here,
Oh, all the messed up universes.
Out of life. Excuse me, Max. But you can't escape. At least I'm honest. You just use your power to cheat at life and cheat your friends out of life.
And that's definitely true. That is something that Max does.
Get your bony ass over here. I'm gonna cut you open, freak.
This is almost all the characters in the game, if not all of them eventually.
Oh no. Bottles.
That's a fun way to reference back, isn't it?
I sure hope you don't think we're buddies now.
Looks like I need to collect all the bottles? Or what?
Max?
Okay, if you get in an unwinnable situation, let's see. But maybe I had to use the bottle to hit the guy over the head. They must know that people hated the bottle sequence. Right.
Max? Max!
Well, these ones aren't too hard to find.
Share my gift with you.
There's not actually a UI for it, so it's possible we don't need to find it.
Oh, when did I get bad bottle karma?
No, this is great. This is so fitting in with the theme so
Way to
far,
get high,
too.
like Rachel. Want some drugs?
Get over here.
Come on, girlie. Now that Rachel.
So we get to keep the bottles each time we
I
get caught
sure
like
hope
that.
you don't think
I don't know if there's more that I'm missing.
Max? Max!
Like they still had the peace of mind to do a little in-joke with the bottles.
Looks like there are still bottles to find. Oh, joy.
I get to sit and reflect. It'd be really nice to have the basics of CQC. Oh, this might actually be ending it. Maybe there's something different we could do if we found all the bottles. The ninja. That's just a gamification thing, I think, having the bottles. They're just there to made in Taiwan. Awesome.
Don't you dare question the chef.
Makes it more stressful
Right,
that way,
like
right?
you're the real cook here?
I am when your mom is away.
I'll let her know that.
Big squirrel statue. I bet the dev team and the animators had a ton of fun with this whole section.
Hello? Hey, honey.
Bottles are just there to make it
It's
extra
me,
bad.
Fabulous
Yeah.
breakfast with Chloe and Max.
Oh
We're
god.
going to work
It's
at
an adventure
2 a.m.
game.
What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Now I'll have an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you.
You make that so
Excuse me,
casual
ladies,
too.
I have to go rescue yonder queen at the Save Mart. She doth have many bags of delicious grub for us
You
to
are
feast
ridiculous.
upon. You'll be grateful for that someday.
Nick, you watch this sequence
Shit, where are
again.
my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please. Shit, where are those keys?
Another $1 for the swear jar.
You're bankrupting me. Aha! You can't hide from me forever. Now lock up after I leave. Play nice. Try not to destroy too much of the house. And no...
William, say hi to Chloe and Joyce. Don't forget to remind them that you let me die.
Chloe and Max will
This is great.
Dad.
Now we're
How long will this nightmare go on?
forever. This is what you get for fucking up time. It's gonna have to end with us letting Chloe die at the beginning.
I think you'd be perfect for my new photo series on retro grunge. You have the same qualities that I loved in Rachel Amber, but not Max.
Max is a fucking child.
Oh, Christ, I know. And she never shuts up. Does she?
I'm so over her hipster bullshit.
I think everyone at Blackwell is over Max. Let's prove it.
Booyah, Warren. I thought you were all over Max's shit.
Not after she kissed me. Her breath was ass and no tongue.
I hear that. I'm not into nerds, but you're pretty cute.
I'm not into Max anyway. So let's bust a move.
God damn, you are a sexy bitch. Why hang out with Max, huh?
Boredom. Plus,
camera
she's
angle
like
in
my
here,
personal
too.
puppet.
I hear that. Do you want a party? I got a drugstore in my room.
Oh shit. Look at Max spying on us. Take a fucking picture, bitch. Or take a selfie. See, this is how you bust a move, Max. No mosh pit for you, Shaka Bra. Damn, Victoria. You're a real woman. Not a little girl like Max.
I fucking love your tots, Chloe. You're so hot. I can't believe it took us so long to hook up.
Oh, this is done so well.
Why did you get rewind powers? You don't even know how to use them. Rachel's dead and you're still alive. Life is so not fair. I wish you would have
She
never
almost
come
said
back to
strange.
Arcadia Bay. You're the real Storm.
Alright, we back. The bathroom. Different outfit though. Got the moth t-shirt now. Wait, no, it's a different bathroom. This is at the Two Whales. Oh, there's numbers everywhere.
Great. Numbers are all over the place. How will I find the right code?
Oh, that's amazing. I have to find a number somewhere. Jeez.
I'll be so grateful if this is the last digicode.
Nope, none of
Why
those are
doesn't the
right.
mirror reflect any of the numbers?
Okay, I guess that gives it away, isn't it? Any of the numbers? There's not one that it reflects somewhere? 0311. They didn't let you suffer very long on that. I guess that's okay. They just wanted to get the idea to you that it's terrifying from an adventure
Don't
game
kill us,
perspective.
Max.
I guess I'll never dance again, Max.
Right when I was about to start a new life in
Honey,
California.
I always thought of you like a dog.
Breaker.
And
Thanks
now
for
you're
saving
my
me.
baby.
I haven't
Yes,
been
my
carrying the
husband and
load,
baby.
buddy.
I wish we had been friends, Max.
great everyday
But
hero
please,
I thought you were one
don't
of
let
them
me
guy
like
little
this.
don't tell me.
Who are you? Holy shit, are you serial? I'm you, dumbass. Or I'm one of many Maxes you've left
Yeah, every time
behind.
she's jumped, right?
Can you
Does
get me
she
out of here?
disappear from that
so you want help?
timeline? Leaves her without
Thought
the
you could
power.
control everybody and everything, huh? Twist time around your fingers? I tried to help. I only wanted to do the right thing. No, you only wanted to be popular. And once you got these amazing powers, your big plan was to trick people into thinking you give a rat's ass. That's true. I wasted my power on trying to be friends with
Yeah, I
everybody.
like that, using the power
About
for being
time you
friends.
admitted that. But it's way too late after everything you've done. But I still have great friends. And my power helped some. Please, stop playing innocent. You're a goddamn hypocrite. You've left a trail of death and suffering behind you. That was not my fault, you son of a bitch. Don't you dare
Yeah,
talk about our
right.
mom that way.
She's had the moth t-shirt before, but
What about the crap that was your fault? Wait, let me guess. You fucked up time and space for your precious punk Chloe? You think she's worth all that?
it's a cool shot there.
We all are. This isn't about Chloe.
That's the Sounds of the
Even
Lambs
me
one. I
anymore.
think she had that in like
Gosh,
episode
you're
3,
so
maybe?
selfless now, Mahatma Max. It's too bad you pissed your power away on high school drama. Chloe does a better job of guilt-tripping me than you do. Because you let her bully you.
Self-awareness.
It's called Stockholm Syndrome. But you didn't do that homework, so you'll have
Yeah,
to learn
you've
the
been
hard
commenting
way.
on the fact that
Like
Chloe's just
Rachel.
been using us the whole
Just
story.
shut
I
up.
mean, she likes us,
You're not
obviously.
scaring
but-
me anymore. I'd be more worried about Chloe killing us than Jefferson. Max, do you really think she's our friend? That she respects us in any way? Man, you are so stupid. I'm embarrassed to have the same name. And someday Chloe will destroy. Oh hell, speak of the devil.
Dude, do not even fuck with her head. She knows what we went through together this week, and you don't. There's no way you can break up our team. This is reality.
Creepy
After 5
smile.
years, you're still Max Caulfield.
I am seriously glad to see you.
Welcome home, Max. Fasten your seatbelt.
Cool.
I know it was your birthday last month. This was my real father's camera. I want you to have it.
She still remembers our
Yes,
birthday.
of course. This song fucking rules. Can't dance, hippie? Come on. Rock out, girl. You were here today, Max. You saved me. I'm still tripping on that. Seeing you after all these years feels like
Destiny.
If this is destiny, I hope we can find Rachel. I miss her, Max. What? Let's talk about your superpower. Epic! I pledge allegiance to Max and the power for which she stands. You can rewind time, Max. That's fucking insane. We have to play. You need a sidekick to guide you. Welcome to American Rust, my home away from hell.
Raw and rough. It suits you.
Yeah, I'm glad I
Max, do you
didn't
know
play
how
it here in
awesome
the
this
Game
is? I
Saucer.
get my best friend back, and she's also supersized. You saved me again.
It was less tone shattering in the other segment.
Now we're totally bonded for life.
Never got that close.
Since you're the mysterious superhero,
There's always a
I'll be your
lighthouse.
faithful chauffeur and companion.
I'm so glad you're my partner in crime.
As long as you're my partner in time.
Yeah, this is
I
really
might
well
get on the other
done.
side of that door before you, Lupin.
I think you're right that Lupin is
Race
talking about
is
Lupin the
on.
Third.
See you soon.
Max, you better
There's
come
also
check out these
Lupin
files.
in like the terms of the Marauders, but
It's not a drawing.
they establish more about her being in anime later on in the
Rachel
story.
in the dark room. Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it.
Cowabunga! Why, look, an otter in my water. Your power is changing everything, Max. Especially you. I can already tell.
Let's call it a draw. I'm gonna freeze my ass off when we're out.
Cute with your hair soaked in chemicals. Hide! Hide! Photobomb!
Photo hog. It feels like a different world from yesterday.
I double dare you. Kiss me now.
Sorry, not that easy.
Andrea
like
kissed
I am?
Chloe in that
Just
scene.
admit that you already macked on me, then used your rewind.
I was like, I can't believe you did that. And she's
Now I
like,
can text
clearly
more
you don't know
from
what it's like to be a
myself
teenage
also.
girl. And I was like, okay.
You're such a dork.
Oh, we could cruise everywhere in this bad boy. Can you see us heading down the coast to Big Sur and beyond? I know, just daydreaming. That makes me ill that Rachel posed like this for Frank. I wrote him love letters. I can't believe she was banging Frank. Rachel straight up lied to my face. Why
This
didn't
is
she
such
say
a cool
anything?
segment.
Because she knew how you would react.
Not until I see it first. You know the rules, Dad. Dude, I am so lucky that my father is cool.
Max, you are
Yeah.
being so fucking strange. You feel okay?
She keeps telling me she's better at being a teenage girl than I am.
We are awesome! It's weird hanging out with you again.
I know. I'm glad we are, though.
Thanks, Buckin.
Look, the worst thing you can do is treat me like a baby. I still want to laugh and talk shit with my best friend. Can we stop?
I think that was the realest time we've had with
Seriously,
Chloe
the
there.
best view of the sunset.
There was no, like,
What did photographers call that?
does she want Max to help her corrupting it there?
Awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
Chloe, you're back. Kate wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with other victims.
Rachel! Oh, Rachel, no, please not her!
Chloe.
We're officially bookending here. Is it gonna take us? Oh yeah, she's been carrying us through this whole thing while we've been time hallucinating. Oh, she's got a deer skull on her shirt now. Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's great. She carried us through the whole thing. Awesome.
Max, can you hear me? Please say something.
Chloe? I must have passed out.
Oh, thank God. Don't you ever do that again, okay?
Working on it.
Where? But that nightmare was so real. It was so horrible.
Nothing real's happened. So it's like we need to like physically transport Max up the hill. We need to give her something to do in the meantime. So let's give a really creepy, trippy, mess with the game mechanics adventure on the way there.
This is my storm. I caused this. I caused all of this. I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything.
I assume so, Namaku.
All I really created was just death and destruction.
Curious how much of it changes based on
Fuck all of
consequences.
that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me. Which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I came to that conclusion the first time we saw the tornado after finding out that she had time travel powers with effects. But I'm coming to that conclusion with the context of like other fiction, like Donnie Darko et al. And they do hang somewhat of a lampshade on that when you get the email from Warren with all of the time travel like fiction, right? He sends you something that has like Time After Time and Primer. And I noticed in Andrea's playthrough there's a throwaway reference where you're wondering like how does she have all these books if it's only been a day? And she said if I could keep rewinding time and reading these books and watching these movies over and over. So apparently she was using her rewind power in the second day to like read up on tons of time travel fiction and like time travel theories. You can look on her computer and see all the stuff she's researching. So I think that it wouldn't have been interesting for them to have come to that on screen, and I'm willing to accept the buy that she concluded that on her own. But I know what you mean. That's often frustrating in fiction where like the writers have an idea that is Max messing with time travel has caused these apocalyptic events, and we don't know how we want that to actually be true. We're not going to try to come up with a scientific reason why that's the case. We just want it to be true. So at some point we need a character to randomly posit it in order for it to get in the player's head. So it's hard. I don't know how to do that right. I think it was done fairly well in this game, but I agree with you.
Max. This is the only way.
Yeah, Warren mentions it directly as well. But you gotta ask the same thing, like, where did Warren get it from? Well, I'm glad they didn't include concrete evidence, though. Like, it's frustrating that that is the fact of reality that her time travel made this happen, right? And it's frustrating that the best way the creators could get across that that's the case is to have them outright just say that as though it's a personal theory. But I think it would be even worse if they tried to explain what's going on. Like, the throwaway line from Warren where he's like, oh, maybe it's wizards, maybe it's wormholes, who knows? Thank God. Please don't try to get out a blackboard and get out some chalk and try to explain what's going on in your game. It doesn't matter. And you will only make the story worse if you start saying that, oh, it's because, Max has a ton of midi-chlorians. You know what I mean?
You could use that photo to change everything right back
to
when
I agree,
you took
Chaos.
that picture.
Time compression.
All that would take is for me to...
I think we agree. But
Fuck that.
pointing out when that's frustrating in fiction where they try to do the midi-chlorian thing.
You are my #1 priority now. You are all that matters to me.
I know. You prove that over and over again. Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish. Not like my mom. Look what she had to give up and live through. And she did. She deserves so much more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner. Even my stepfather.
How come stepfather?
There's so many more people in Arcadia Bay who should live. Way more than me. Don't say that.
She's the transcendental. She's the ideal type. You are trading her.
Maybe
Called it. Called it.
My real destiny.
Yes. No matter what happens, she's gonna die to the tornado.
Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first saved me. I know
This
I've been
is
selfish, but for once.
Similar also to the plot of the modern day remake of The Time Machine, which is not super great, but it implies that he keeps trying to go back to like stop his wife from getting killed, I think. This is like in the first 10 minutes of the movie, so it's not a spoiler. He keeps going back to stop his wife from getting killed, and every time he goes back, it happens anyway, but in a different way. And it's not because like she's destined to die. It's because like if she uses if he uses time travel to save her, then he's removing the reason why he created the time machine in the first place.
I think I should accept my fate. Our fate, Chloe.
Accept it. Let her die in the bathroom.
You came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years.
And Max might be able to keep those memories.
Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision.
Chloe, I can't make this choice.
You're gonna make this choice immediately when it pops up.
Max.
You're the only one who can.
That's great. I love that that's the boss fight, right? The final choice at the end. That's what the long hallway was leading up to.
Max, it's time.
Chloe, I'm so sorry.
That's
I don't
super
wanna do
poetic.
this.
Big fan of that.
I know, Max. But we have to. We have to save everybody, okay? And you'll make those fuckers pay for what they did to Rachel.
Hopefully she keeps her memories of all this.
Being together this week, it was the best farewell gift I could have hoped for. You're my hero, Max.
Oh, Chloe, I'm gonna miss you so much.
That was the correct way for the story to end. 100%. I like that better than Max sacrificing herself. I think that's actually harder for her. And it's something that, you know, ties back into the first time she used her time travel.
Now get out of here, please. Do it before I freak. And
I
Max
figured they'd die
Caulfield,
anyway. Exactly, Chaos.
Don't you forget about me.
Never.
Yeah, I think in this Sacrifice Arcadia Bay that you're committing to a world where you keep rewinding to keep her alive and things just get worse and worse until the world is destroyed. That's how I interpret it anyway. Nice, and it's that first picture. Now I'm curious to see the split. I bet more people sacrifice Arcadia Bay than you'd expect. Curious like what it is versus utilitarians. Like I make the decision there mostly because it's good for the storytelling, I think. I'm curious to know how the other ending plays out, though. Wouldn't it be great
cool,
if they
Nathan.
let you... Well, they wouldn't let you rewind.
Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow
Right.
it up. You're the boss.
It's almost darker. They're both pretty dark.
So what do you want?
I hope you check the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do.
Sacrifice Chloe or sacrifice Arcadia Bay
control
were
me.
the choices.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your
Smart
punk ass,
to
would
keep
they?
the cinematography.
From me, psycho!
Choice to keep the shot on Max throughout that is correct, I think. Nah, but she's concerned that there is. It'd be great if she was just overreacting the whole time and he actually only like shot her in the knee or something, or the hip. She would have been fine. Good song for it too. No, I won't do the other ending. It's fine. I might look it up at some point. We'll see what Andrea picks. Well, I know Andrea isn't gonna pick the same thing because I know Andrea. She is a utilitarian to the end. Needs of the many. See all these going away. Picture box. Joyce. Yeah. I was complaining a little bit at the beginning of this episode about the monologuing from Jefferson, but that had nothing to do with the story, so it doesn't matter. I was still irritated by it at the time, but you rewind, that timeline doesn't happen anyway. Oh, she made a little grave for her. Nice. Hey Jaden, what's groovin', man? Goodbye, Chloe. Pretty much. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen once we saw the tornado. Right, it's just that everything we did time travel related didn't happen now in this universe. Presumably, Max lost her time travel power too. She may have kept her, I like having a deer necklace at the end. It's a nice touch. The deer theme has been cool. Presumably she kept her knowledge of the future and used that for good, but... Looks like she remembered everything at the beginning, so presumably she remembers everything. Good use of the music, too. Hooray! Interestingly, in this ending... Okay, so we're not going to discuss Mass Effect spoilers, but we know that people were upset about the ending of Mass Effect 3 because it didn't really involve any of your choices throughout the 3 games up to that point, right? And people were irritated. I don't get that same sense of irritation in Life is Strange, although I assume it's the same. I assume all those choices I made affected different scenes, but it all still came down to that basic 1-2 choice at the end, which determined which ending you get. Whether I saved Kate or not didn't matter, and so on, you know. But this one doesn't bug me for some reason. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's a combination of fewer hours of gameplay, or it fits the tone of the story so far. Yeah, this game's great, Chaos. It should be like a Game of the Year contender when it came out. It's 2013, right? No, I think I agree with Game Saucer. Here the choices, because of the rewind power, it's about how it affects you, not the world. So what happens to the world almost doesn't matter. Right, exactly, sir. Right. The choices still had meaningful consequences from episode to episode and experience to experience. I think that was the point. Right. Yeah, time travel, I think, is the big thing, that you're using it so much and reversing so much. Bay or Bay. That's awesome, Ludifex. Nice. Okay, so we're going to let the full credits run here so we can talk a little bit about Life is Strange, and then we'll take a short break and switch over to Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Now's your chance to tell me stuff that I missed. What the alternate ending is like. I'll probably look it up at some point. I'm certain Andrea is not going to pick that choice, but what happens if you sacrifice Arcadia Bay? How does it play out differently? That game was extremely satisfying. I have almost no complaints about it. It was executed very well. It was just as long as it needed to be and no longer. It allowed just the right amount of like player exploration. The puzzles were just the right level of challenging. The hint system was great. I think that like this is, it might be the best adventure game I've ever played. I know that's a strong statement, but I really haven't played that many adventure games, so it's also probably unfair to older adventure games because it's an evolution of the medium, right? Like, you go back and play a really old adventure game, it's a lot more unpolished. It doesn't have a lot of those modern niceties that this game offers you. Yeah, right, Chaos. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having guessed how it was going to end. Like, sometimes that's irritating to me when you figure out a story early on and it plays out that way. But I think it was poetic for me getting to end there. Still Monkey Island. It's my favorite that I've played. Monkey Island is funny and cool. It doesn't have that level of like. I think that would probably be a nostalgia. Because me saying that Earthbound is my favorite RPG, I recognize that that's mostly from nostalgia. Yeah, knowing the general direction is not a huge deal as long as the path is interesting. Once you really get into fiction, you read a lot of stories, you watch a lot of movies, like, you start to see a lot of stuff in common and you can pick up on those sorts of notes more quickly. The reason I don't like spoilers... Yeah, we'll definitely play Maniac Mansion, Day of the Tentacle, all the good LucasArts games, full throttle. The reason I dislike spoilers and have a policy against them is that, like, the feeling of narrative potential is so important to me. The feeling of I don't know where this is going to go, and like letting that slowly collapse over time until you have the certainty of this is how the story ended. That's a huge chunk of my enjoyment. And if I know for certain how it's going to end, then the whole thing's already collapsed, right? I can't at each individual step along the way go, oh, it could go this way, or this way, or this way. You go, well, I know that it's going to end with the Bay or Bay choice, so I know it can't be this here, it can't be this here, it can't be this here. It's less fun. I know some people don't have that same approach to it, but I think I live for stories because of their narrative potential almost more than the way that they actually end up getting finished. I think that's why people gravitate so much to like unfinished works and like bands that had a lead singer die before they could really get super big. Like, you don't know where they're going to go with it and you'll never know, and that's almost more satisfying than knowing. But that said, the direction they ultimately took this was satisfying and cathartic, even though they could have taken it any number of other ways, and I enjoyed it. A couple other stories I can think of that end that way. I think Breaking Bad is another one where they could have taken it a lot of directions, but the ending feels correct and cathartic, and I'm okay with it. But I was still most excited in the first season. I'm like, oh man, what are they going to do with this? This could be anything. Yeah, they do a really good... There's a lot of ways this game could have gone wrong. Oh, really? I didn't see that, Leon. That's awesome. Yeah, this game takes a lot of risks. And delivers on them, I think. Like, it could have felt try-hardy and, like, fellow kidsy, the way that they wrote it, but it felt pretty legit. It could have felt annoying. I've seen so many, like, teen drama movies that go in expecting to be taken super seriously. You know, and then it doesn't really connect or deliver because they're taking it a lot more seriously than their audience is. Usually the way around that is to tell an important story, but like put a bunch of humor in there. That's Joss Whedon's hack. Is he'll tell a story of like teenage angst or something similar, but he'll make it really funny and self-referential. This game was occasionally funny, but that wasn't like the focus of it, right? It managed to feel sincere, which is so hard for Western media in the last 20 years. I can't really think of too many other IPs like this one that come across as being 100% sincere. And not having any sense of like irony or sarcasm in there. Yeah, that would be cool. I think that would be neat to see Loot Effects as like a short if they published it. This story would be pretty cool to explore with like YouTube Shorts into like a 15-minute thing. That's cool. I know, right, Chaos? Yeah, I also worry that I may have turned off. So Polar Brewski's wife, I think, would really like this game, but I keep selling it as Gilmore Girls with time travel, and I don't think that's a fair way to sell it. It has the Degrassi thing going on, but that's not the point. It almost feels incidental. It's like that's an art form they chose to go with. It's like them choosing to paint with watercolor instead of using oil paints or something, you know. Whereas I feel like something like Degrassi is like it's about the teen drama. That is the focus. It's not just the medium that they're telling their story in. This could have just as easily been told in, you know, medieval Europe or something if they thought about it really differently. Yeah, it has that real feeling, and I like that they kept the characters gray. I want to see more stories with gray characters. And not like... So, like, Persona tries to do that, and this is actually pretty common in Japanese media. This happens in Metal Gear Solid as well, as much as I love Hideo Kojima, where they, like, try to introduce while a character is dying or you're losing them. Oh, wow, it's about 50-50. See? That I expected it to be much higher. You decided to sacrifice Chloe, but it's 53-47. That's probably the one choice that most people, like, restart the game and go try again for, so I'm sure that nudges the deets in one direction or the other. You reported Nathan. Oh, is this going to show me everything I did for the whole thing? Because that's the only choice that matters at the end, huh? Got hurt. Didn't motivate Daniel to attend the Vortex Club party. Okay, there is a second one here. You saved the fisherman. David didn't get a scar during the fight. Wow, there was only 4% that didn't get a scar? Huh. I wonder what the other path was for him to win that. Didn't kill Jefferson, saved the trucker, saved Evan, saved Alyssa, saved the fisherman. Didn't change Joyce's mind. Oh, that's a bummer. I would hope that I had convinced her. Oh well. The truth about Rachel to Frank. Kissed Warren. Yeah, I did. Best decision ever. Yeah, this is on several platforms, Chaos. I think it's on PS4 and PC. You should totally have your way. Andrea completely globbed onto it, and like I said, she played 3 episodes consecutively, just binged it. She wrote a TV show. Oh, that's cool. It lets you go back to any of the individual episodes. Awesome. Cool, guys. I'll be back in a few minutes. We're going to boot up Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Thanks for sharing the Life is Strange experience with us. It's been fun.